Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy, Simeon Russell. This is not one of my regular nights, but tonight we're supposed to be doing our fantasy league. And I got a little rant, something I want to talk about. Just about respecting our players. But anyway, if you want to join the league, we need 3 more players in order to draft tonight. We're going to draft tonight at 10 o'clock. We had a few players drop out, so we can't draft unless we have 12. The link is in the chat right now. So if you want to play in the Cash Fantasy League, it's $20 entry fee. Join now. There's only 3 spots left. Let's get it now so we can have this draft tonight. Let's go. Knicks family, what's poppin'? What's going on with you, man? Like I said, we have 3 spots left. 3 spots left in the fantasy league. So I'm asking you if you, it's a cash league. Yes, Payback Carter. This is a cash league. It's $20 to enter, and you've got to pay the $20 now so that we can get the league going. We have 9. We need 3 more. The reason why we had 12 people in the league, but a few people couldn't pay, whatever it was. They couldn't pay. So we're trying to get 6 more people. Well, we got 3 more people. We need 3 more. If we don't get those 3 by 9:30, then we're going to have to push the league back or push the draft back until we get 3 more people. So if you want to slow down, okay, I'm going to slow down for you. Maybe I said it too fast. We had 12 people in the league. 6 people couldn't pay. So I had to remove them. And now we're looking for 6 more. We got 3. We need 3 more to finish up to make sure that we can draft tonight. If we don't get 3 more tonight, then we'll have to push the draft back until we get 3 more people. So we'd like to do the draft tonight at 10 o'clock. I apologize if I was speaking too fast. I'm a little bit excited, I guess. So join the league. I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can join the league if you have not already joined the league, so we can get this thing started tonight. All right. I'll put the link in the description right now. Right now. So that we can get started tonight. We want to hold this draft tonight. Should be fun. While we are talking about... Okay, well, we just got another person join the league, so it looks like we're probably down to 2 spots left in the league. All right, looks like we're down to 2. I will let you know right now. Remember, you got to pay right now. Yep, we got 2 spots left, so hopefully we can get this going on tonight. And to my man Benny, if you're watching, hopefully you're watching. The draft is at 10. It was at 9, but now it's at 10 because we had to try to get a few more people to fill out, to make sure that we fill out the league. Okay. So while we're waiting for people to sign up, I just want to get into a little rant of mine. I'm sure you guys seen the cover. I'm sure you guys seen what it says on the cover. It says, "Not right now." And I put that on there because I'm getting frustrated. The media is going to do what the media does. We know that. The media is going to do what the media does. And see, I see Chris Dada says, "Yo, Sim, what do you think about trading Frank for Lonzo Ball?" I'm going to tell you right now what I think about that, bro. The media is going to do what they do. They're going to talk. They're going to write stories. They're going to sometimes embellish those stories. But I get tired of it. I just get tired of it. Every time somebody, and sometimes it's the agents, sometimes it's the players, but every time I turn around, somebody is mentioning the Knicks, putting the Knicks in their mouth. I feel like Lil Wayne talking to Frankie Ice. You know what I mean? Keep the Knicks out your mouth. And do like Lil Wayne did, right? He was like, so you can see my eyes. He said, keep the Knicks out your mouth. That was just Lil Wayne impression. That's what he did to Frankie Ice. If you guys seen it on Instagram, it's funny. But anyway, every time I turn around, I keep hearing. Okay, so now it's AD. First, of course, you know, we continue to hear about Kyrie Irving. Now Kyrie Irving takes himself out the running, supposedly, right? You know, says he's going to commit to Boston. Now we're hearing about Anthony Davis. Of course, we've been hearing about Jimmy Butler, Chris Bosh. And it just frustrates me. And you know what? It's one thing for the media to do it. But every time I turn around on Twitter, on Instagram, it's not the media. It's the fans. It's us. It's us. There's a poll here, a poll there. Do we trade this and this for AD? Do we trade this and that for Jimmy Butler? Right? Do we give up Timmy Blank in a second round pick for Jimmy Butler and all this stuff? And it bothers me. It really bothers me. And maybe you guys noticed it, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But there's obviously been things that came out over the last few streams that I've done. One was Kyrie Irving saying that he was going to remain in Boston. I didn't touch it on my stream. I didn't want to because I didn't care about what Kyrie Irving is doing. I don't care right now. I only care about what we're doing right now. The last stream, Chris Bosh was at the game. And you know, so it comes out that Chris Bosh would be open to playing for the Knicks. I really don't care. I don't care if Chris Bosh is willing to play for the Knicks. Let Chris Bosh go to a contender somewhere or whatever it is. I don't care if he's willing to play for the Knicks. I just want to focus on the players that we have right here. Right? We have good, young, talented players on this team, and I believe they deserve our attention. Right? I believe they deserve our attention. We hear, you know, whatever about Jimmy Butler today. I don't even know what Jimmy Butler said in his interview. I don't care what Jimmy Butler said in his interview. I don't care if he brought up the Knicks. I don't care. But then, you know, all of a sudden I see, oh, with this stuff about Jimmy Butler, we have to do this, we have to do that. No, we don't. Right? There's a reason that Scott Perry and Steve Mills did not contact Minnesota, because they want to worry about the squad that we have right here, right now. There's a reason. Because they want to focus on these young kids. Right? And when young kids can be impressionable, right? Their feelings can get hurt easy, because no matter how much they say that they understand it's a business, they don't understand until they're actually in it and their name is brought up in trade rumors and they see fans begin to turn on them quick. They don't understand it yet. It takes a little while before they really truly understand it. With fans, we can be insensitive. Get them out of here. Let them go. Push them, move them, do whatever. You know, we're just a bipolar group, man. Sean Rock, you're right. We're never going to escape the rumors. I know. And I got to just live with it. But sometimes I can't. Right? Because I take it personal, man. I take it personal because, yeah, I look at myself as, you know, I coach young players, you know, and I can just imagine, and they're younger, naturally they're younger, but I can just imagine how they would feel. How well would they actually be able to play if they're constantly mentioned in rumors, and even if their name isn't mentioned in rumors, but there's just these rumors that this person or that person may be traded or may get traded to the Knicks. If someone's getting traded to the Knicks, that means somebody else has to go. right? So hearing it's gonna weigh on a young player's mind because they are not adapt to the NBA yet. And I know they have to get used to it because that's what's gonna happen throughout their entire career. But as fans, man, we can just respect our young guys. Just respect who we have. We have the right to criticize them. We do. We have the right to criticize them. We have the right to want them to get better in certain areas. We have the right to analyze them. Right? But let's at least give them until the deadline. That's all I'm asking. Let's just give them to the deadline. Right? Let's see what we have instead of constantly trying to find another player. Let's just see what we have. When the deadline gets here, that's the time. That's the time, right? You hit around January, February. That's going to be the time that you really start to talk about, who may get traded or whatever. That's part of the game. We understand that, right? But we haven't even gotten out of preseason. We haven't gotten out of preseason. Now, I understand that it's Scott Perry and Steve Mills' job to do it. It is. It's their job to do it. But at every single person that steps up and mentions the Knicks or mentions New York, here we go, all over the place. And everybody wants to trade everyone. And then we start complaining. And then as soon as we make a trade, we start complaining about that trade. And then we complain about that player. And then we want to trade that player. Yeah, I just want to, I know I have to ignore it, I guess. But I just wanted to get on my soapbox because I get tired of hearing it. I just get tired of hearing it. So I haven't brought it up really on this show. I've been trying to just focus on the players that we have. We'll discuss that time when we get there. And it'll happen in a couple months. It'll be time to do it. It'll really be time to do it. Sometimes I think some people are just trying to get clicks, or some people are just trying to get get you to go to the New York Post or to the Daily News or wherever, or to their Instagram page or Twitter page. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to, get you to jump on it so that they can, get followers and subscribers and all that stuff and likes. Yeah, I think you can do the same thing by just focusing on who we have, and trying to embellish our young guys and teach them. I know that's what the coaches are doing, and I feel pretty good that Scott Perry and Steve Mills aren't doing it. I'm sure they're doing their job behind the scenes. Scott Perry and Steve Mills. I just believe that these young guys deserve our attention. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like they deserve our attention. And if we can't give them that, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. I just needed to get that off my chest. I just wanted to get it off my chest because it makes me mad. I get upset with it. I get upset. I definitely do. But I appreciate you guys listening to me rant on about it. We have, let's see, looking at our league, we are full, but Chris Cool's team, Chris Cool, if you're listening, man, you got to pay the fee, right? I see that you joined, but we can't start the draft until everyone's fees are paid. Once everyone's fees are paid, then I can finalize the teams and we'll be able to start the draft. The draft will open up at 9:45. Right? So I'm going to give you until 9:30 to pay the fee. And if you haven't paid the fee at 9:30, I'm going to remove you and open it up for somebody else to pay the fee. So Chris Cole, or Chris's cool team, Chris, whoever Chris is, we need you to make sure you pay that fee. Actually, I'm going to give you until about 9:21, 9:22 because we got to get this thing moving. The draft is going to open up at 9:45. That's when guys will be able to look and start to get their draft together. So I need you to do this within the next 5 minutes, bro. All right. So we have some people in the video chat. I got Guillermo, I got Nate in the video chat.
What's up, Guillermo?
I'm going to get these guys on over so, we can talk. I'm sure, they probably have some things to say. Chris Dottie said, chill, we just talking. I get it. I know we're just talking, man. I know we're just talking. I'm just talking too. But, I'm just talking what's on my heart right now. What happens like that sometimes.
Let's do it, Sim. I'm ready to say something.
All right. What's up, Nate? Let's pop. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated with this coaching. I'm not liking what I'm seeing or hearing from about this coaching staff about how they view Frank. I don't know if you heard. I think it was Berman or somebody put out there that they think that Frank's going to be a backup.
Oh, 1 second.
Maybe a backup two guard.
Hey, just 1 second for me, Nate. Look at my man. Yeah. Look at my man Viv posing for the camera. That man chilling up there. Look at it. He got the pose on and everything. That's what I'm talking about. No, you can't see him because he's just not to get in. And, you gotta look at it. But yeah, Viv posing, chilling. All right. I just wanted to show everybody.
Oh, okay. There's a Viv.
All right, go ahead, Nate. Finish what you were saying.
No, I'm frustrated, man. Because I heard that report from Berman or somebody told me about it. I haven't read it yet. But apparently Fizdale and the coaching staff believe Frank's could be the backup shooting guard or something like that. That they don't view him as a point guard. I mean, that's crap, man. You cannot tell me that Moutier and Burke are better point guards than Ntilikina right now. You just cannot tell me that.
I'm going to answer that in 1 minute. And my man Chris, Chris jumped out. So we have one more slot available, guys. Chris jumped out. So we have one more slot available. I'm going to put it in the chat one more time. We're trying to get this done. Now we have one more slot. We need one more person to jump in there.
Oh, for the draft, yeah.
Yeah, for the draft. And I just seen someone say, Sam, I hope you're going to be focused on the draft. Yeah, I'm going to try to do, I'm multitasking, man, so I'm going to do the best that I can. I didn't even get a chance to really sit down and study, the way I wanted to.
Hopefully your team's not garbage like you said last one you said it was.
You know what? But you know what, though? My first fantasy football draft, I didn't focus at all. I couldn't. I don't know what I was doing. I was driving, and I was doing it through my phone while I was driving.
That's talented, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's scary, too.
I hope there's no cops listening. I hope no cops are listening. But, yeah, I was doing that. And but I'm 5-0.
Dang.
I'm 5-0. I've been tearing up the league. I'm 5-0. My second football draft, it was a terrible draft for me. But I managed. I'm staying above water. I'm at 2-3. I should be 3-2 right now, but not last week. Well, this week I scored the highest in the league, 203 points from playing that waiver wire. You know what I mean? And then
that's how you win it, man. That's the way to do it.
The week before,
you got to pick up who's hot.
I should have won, but the Patriots in Minnesota, man, they killed me. You know what I mean? They killed me. Well, you know what I expected them to do, they didn't do. But and I was still close. So I'm doing good. I'm 2-3. I got a feeling I'm gonna make a little run. So I expect I'll play that waiver wire. I'll fish out some people that does what I need to do, and I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Those waiver wires come in real handy. I see DJet C1 asked, how do I play? How do I sign up? Well, let me check and see if we have any other signups. I didn't hear my phone go off. Nope, we still got one slot available, so I'm going to put it in the chat, and hopefully you can sign up now.
And I can't do basketball, man. That's every night.
Yeah, basketball is a tough one, bro. It's a tough one.
And then you get one player hurt, and you're screwed for the whole week.
Yeah. So let me get to Guillermo. All right, Guillermo, what's popping, man? Can you I can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear you, dude.
Can't hear you, man. All right, let's get to Viv. Viv, what's going on, man? I seen you posing for the knock let me in camera. You chilling.
Yo, I didn't even see that. I was just trying. I turned it on and then I was like, let me sit down, let me get comfy. So that was not intentional. Look, I did a couple fantasy football drafts this year. The first one I did is actually on my parents' anniversary, and I think I completed half the draft at a restaurant, or a Mexican restaurant. So I was just trying to like I wasn't trying to explicitly draft, while I was sitting at the dinner table, but I got my phone out just trying to make sure,
Right.
There's like 5 or 6 picks left. So I was like, all right, let me make sure I get this done properly.
Yeah.
I think one of those guys is Cooper Kupp. I got him in the 8th round, so
Okay.
I'm pretty good with that. The rest of the guys, I think I cut. Actually, a couple of them I kept. I think.
Yeah.
I got paid. I mean, they're like, I just kept them just because I was like keeping excess guys. But yeah, I know. I didn't think that was a good draft, and I'm 4-1 in that league. And then there's another league I didn't think I did well in either. I think I was like 5-0 in that one. So
yeah, and that's what happens when you don't feel like you drafted well. You get your cap on and you start. You start really thinking and you really start GMing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I had the 8th pick in this 5-0 league, and luckily for me, I ended up with Gordon my first one, and I think it was a combo. I got Gordon, Michael Thomas. Who did I get? I got Thielen in the 3rd round, Rodgers. So it just ended up being like a nice combination of players.
Yeah, nice. All right, so we have a league. There we go. We have a league, guys. All right, we finally got 12 people in the league. Everyone's paid. We're ready to go. All right, so we're gonna start. Guys will be able to get in and start doing some research. About 9:45, the draft room will open up, and then at 10 o'clock we'll start drafting. Of course, we'll have the draft up. See, I'm at a disadvantage, right? Because everyone can see what I'm drafting. But it's cool. That's all right. Everyone can see what I'm drafting, but it is what it is. We're just gonna have fun.
That's whatever. You can't control that.
Yeah. We're just gonna have fun with it. I just want to ask.
Yeah. So you were discussing. I was saying you were discussing all this. This tabloid nonsense.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I just ignore it all. I got my Twitter feed. That's where I kind of follow what I feel is important. So I just cut all those people off. And for me, I mean, I think the moment you get into infamy is when one of the beat guys block you. So I've been lucky enough to be blocked by our good friend Stefan Bondi of Daily News.
For real, he blocked you.
He did. I corrected him on a fact, and he blocked me. And then I think the day Phil got fired, I got blocked by one of the guys from The Ringer, one of the Knicks fans. I think what's the name, Concepcion or whatever his name's. Because he had this article about why Phil Jackson was the worst GM, blah 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 blah. Like, calm down, man. This it's trash.
Yeah. And
go ahead,
I don't even get why these guys, like, why. I mean, they can't handle a little bit of criticism, or they can't handle somebody correcting them. Why block you? Just,
thank you and move on.
I don't get it. Like I see Macri, I think like Howard Beck or someone was giving this guy a hard time for no reason, or I just don't get it. Like, they just keep on obsessing with the Dolan, all this agenda or whatever, and it's annoying. There's so much other stuff to talk about, but they want to still harp on Dolan, and they're still bitter from this whole quote unquote media policy issue, whatever happened back then.
From way back then.
They're all bitter about it.
Right. So in our fantasy draft, give me a second. I'm gonna come to you in a minute, Grandma. I just want to introduce all the teams in our fantasy draft. All right. The fantasy draft. The NBK Fantasy Cash League. This is Cash League number 1. This is Cash League number 2. I'm not exactly sure how many players are in Cash League number 2, but if you're in Cash League number 2, make sure you pay your dues quick so that we can get this thing going. I think the draft is on the 15th, I believe. We have Ephraim's team. We got Illmatics, my boy Nas. I like that name. We got School of Hard Knocks. We got David's team. Fahim's Rad team. We got CK2 Quay, New York Nightmares, Nilmatic, and Nilmatic. That's Viv. And just to let you guys know, if you go on nothing-but-knicks.com and look at the NBK gear and accessories, there's actually I got a Nilmatic shirt.
Check the photo with it, man.
Yeah, I know I can't use the photo because I don't want to get man. But it is a Nilmatic shirt up there. It looks pretty dope, even though it doesn't have the photo behind it. We got Josh's super team, we got Clarence's team, Team Underrated, and then we got my team. Right. So that's our league. We got a 12-team league. That's our league right there. And
who's Mark didn't get in there?
Who's Mark didn't get in there? So we're gonna check back from time to time and see what's going on. Guillermo, what's popping, bro?
Yo, man, didn't I say this, man, about like the team and like we need to focus on who we have and not care about all these free agents. That's why I got mad at Steve Mills when Steve Mills was talking about 2019. First of all, Steve Mills is useless. I don't know. I understand he's Dolan's boy, but he's absolute garbage, man. But this is why I didn't like what he was saying. It's like, guys, focus on who we have now.
Yeah.
Like when you watch, that's why I don't, honest to God, man, like outside of maybe some clips here and there, I don't really watch a lot of like ESPN or Fox Sports when it comes to like the Knicks because they really don't know much about it. And they just refer to like stupid things like, oh, is Butler going to come and Kyrie going to come? And it's like, guys, we actually run a team. Like, who gives two damns if these guys come or not? Like, why don't you actually do some homework on what we actually have here? That's why I'm really scared. Now, Nate was talking about they might develop Frank as a two guard. It's like, dude, we don't need any of that. Now it's starting to get into my head. Now I'm thinking that Fizdale was actually the little backcourt that he wanted with the Burke and Tim Hardaway. I'm actually scared that's actually what he wants, man. Because I watch those two. The ball does not move around with those two guys, man. I mean, outside those two guys, it only moves between those two guys. And I saw one in the last game. I can't remember when. I was at the gym. And I think it was like third quarter or something. Where literally is Burke and Hardaway. Burke passed it. Hardaway was dribbling, passed it to Burke. Burke passed it right back to Hardaway. And he just shot the three. It wasn't a setup three. It wasn't a good area. His defender wasn't like that close, but it wasn't a three in rhythm or nothing. I'm like, Lord Jesus, let this not be what happens for the rest of the season. So I'm hoping Fizdale, what he's doing now is all experimental. I don't want to see him not develop Frank. I don't want to see him not develop the other guys. Vonleh even looked good in spurts. So you have guys on this team that, look, if you develop them, give them confidence, they'll be good. But I don't know, man. I'm scared. And about the other fans who talk about they're all fake fans. A lot of these guys you're talking about who we live in a new era, Sim. We live in an era where it's instant gratification. No one wants to actually do homework on what a four is supposed to do, what the three is supposed to do, how to make backdoor cuts, how to play the high pick and roll, pick and pop. No one talks about that stuff anymore. It's about what's the biggest name I can get, and hopefully we get a championship. And if not, let's just get a whole bunch of Instagram. Right. It's all messed up.
Man. Yeah, I feel you, man. And definitely, man. I'm tired of hearing about it. Tired of hearing about it. I'm just ready to just focus on who we have and let our young guys play in peace. I see Melro. We got Melro here. What's popping, man?
What up, man? What's going on,
good,
y'all?
I'm good. I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Just chilling tonight. Actually got a day off.
Oh, that's what's up. All right. Yeah, definitely. I was just about to ask you. No work tonight. Yeah, so that's what's up, man.
My little day off today.
Yeah. So we getting ready to do our little draft.
Okay.
We got 12 teams in the cash league, and we're gonna as we go, we're gonna update everybody. What is like? We got like two other leagues too. You know what I mean? One of them. You know what, Viv? One of the leagues, the second free league, I forgot all about it, and I didn't even enter the draft. I just looked up. I was like, "Oh snap!" I got, I'm looking at my team like, "Whoa, jeez." Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what's up.
Hey Sim, did you hear what Fizdale said about the starting lineup during the season?
Yeah, I heard that.
What you think about that?
What did he say?
He said that. Oh, go ahead, Mel.
Basically, stop at preseason. That he's still going to be looking and letting them fight for starting positions during the season as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that with matchups. Yeah, he probably just have different matchups, different lineups.
But he better develop Frank as a one, man. I don't want to hear this stupid
amen. I mean, yeah.
And I think like right now, just looking at the team right now, because it's so, he's a new coach. He's trying to work out his system. I think that should be expected. That I don't know if he's going, going forward, let's say next season, that he'd be doing it. But I think this year is still like an extended just tryout, because how can you tell off of 4 or 5 games who really belongs? Once teams really start scheming for you, right? And the games really start to get intricate, and there's a lot of game planning. I think that's when you know who your players are. right?
Yeah.
Because now you see who can adjust, who can deal with the intense defense and those type of things. It's hard to tell in preseason. So I think it makes sense that he does that going into the season. You know, might switch around.
And Sim, we've got nothing to lose. I mean, we won't know what this team looks like until we get KP back. I mean, so this season we're expected to lose a lot of games. So I just say, let it all go, man.
Hey, Sim, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that Fizdale? I don't know. I don't like how he's developing Hazonia and Knox. It seems like his athletic fours or 3-4 guys, he's not really doing much. I see Knox in a lot of ISO. I don't see a lot of the stuff that what's the name? Calipari had him doing in Kentucky that made him look good. And I know he didn't play that much. It was Kentucky, so they had 3 or 4 guys who were great or really good, so they really had much showcase. But I don't know. It seems like Knox is struggling just because he's not really in a position to work to his strengths. There's a lot of ISO. It's a lot of.
He's not the focal point of the offense.
I mean, he doesn't have to be the focal point of the offense, though, to put him in those good type of situations. I know what you're saying, Grandma. just running them off screens because he can do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
running them off screens.
I don't see it, man. And even Hazonia, even Hazonia, I kept screaming, take him from the wing. Or if you're going to have him up top, he had that nice, I don't know if it's a little crossing and little body into the guy for the layup. Mm-hmm. But then it's we don't do that. It's they just keep him dead on one side if he's not it's only one guy, 1 or 2 guys can be the focal point.
Right.
Am I seeing this wrong or are you seeing this too?
No, I see the same thing. I mean, I don't see much, and maybe it's because it's preseason, but I'm not seeing, and that's what Michael Walcott just said in the chat. It's preseason, but I'm not seeing much variation in the offense. I'm not seeing much creativity in the offense right now.
It's all ISO. It's all ISO. That's all it is.
What'd you say, Mel?
Really not even.
No, I was just saying, I was about to say that too. It seems like Fizz just walked into a shitload of craziness and he's trying to take step by step to see what's going on first. Yeah. This preseason, we really haven't seen his system yet. It seems like he's just letting them play to see what they can do.
And hopefully that's what it is. Hopefully he's letting them play to see... like you said, see what they can do really get an idea what their skill sets are, and then he can start to build that system. Hopefully that's what it is.
I hope so too. And to the person in the chat room saying that Calipari is not a good coach, say what you want, but at least when I watch Kentucky, I can actually see Knox. I know what his bread and butter. I knew what it was. Say what you want. I mean, they had Shea Gillius, whatever that kid's name is. They had a bunch of stars in Kentucky, but. I mean, say what you want about Calipari, but I saw with Knox. Now, understand me so, yes, it's preseason, but I want to see something. I want to see a monochrome of something because it's better to get these guys in the rhythm now to have some type of rapport versus I'm tired of seeing Burke and Hardaway play this ugly 2-man game that really ends up in either maybe a basket or really ugly possessions, man.
Well, if you look at our guards, man, with the exception of Ntilikina, they all do ISO. They all play.
Well, I think the problem is twofold, actually. I think the first problem is that, especially his focus on Knox. I think he's frustrated because he's realizing that he can't go left. And he used to be able to go left, so he's kind of trying to force a lot of his game right now. And the fact that he can't really make shots, he's trying in whatever, that he's just really just lollygagging around too much. And I just think that he's kind of getting frustrated out there. Second thing, I think the problem, the reason the offense is not there's no continuity is because, if you look at the minute distribution, no one's really playing any sort of consistent minutes in sort of, a semblance of a rotation. If you're playing only 6-7 minutes, each time around, and each player is playing a max of 15-20 minutes. It's kind of hard in that type of flow to get any sort of rhythm and whatever. So I think that's what's kind of messing people up. Now there have been some instances they've tried to do some sort of plays here and there, but as Guillermo you're mentioning correctly, it's not consistent, and you don't see a flow of an offensive rhythm.
All I'm saying is a bunch of jump shooting. That's all I'm saying. Well, a bunch of jump shooting and ISO.
That's a big problem.
And Vivek, this is the thing about it, right? I hate using this example, but look at the Warriors, right? When you look at the Warriors, right? Even some of their lesser players that come in and step in for Curry, or they'll step in for Clay, or there's a defined role. So it's never you're coming in and doing your own thing. Even when KD came to the Warriors, right, it was never like they took away from a lot of ISO stuff unless they really needed it. When I'm thinking with Fizdale, like everybody wants to talk about this 2019 or whatever, all these guys coming, and to me, I would rather have a culture and a system. So it's like, all right, if I want, say, I hate using this, but say I want Jimmy Butler, say I want Kyrie Irving, they fit this because if I put them here, they will be a plus factor versus let's just have them and now we have to change the system around. Because look what happened with Melo, right? Say what you want, right? D'Antoni came in that 1 year with Raymond Felton, Amari Stoudemire. There was a system. You had guys developing. You had Landry Fields developing. You had Wilson Chandler developing. Gallinari developing. And you can put another guy in their place if they're similar, maybe the cog. Once Melo came, that system was destroyed. And there was so much... There's so much of like a Discordian type of feel to that team that there was no real rhyme or reason. I'm scared that's what the Knicks are doing, and I hope that's not what Fizdale's doing. But I want to see something of a system.
No, you are 100% right. I think the problem is that the last 10 years or so, we've never let a system grow on its own. And I think the problem is going into this season. There's no one has a set role yet. Everything is kind of just like wide.
I don't think Fizdale knows what the hell he has on any of his players.
So that's the problem. Because,
that's what I was about to say about the system too.
Year one is just defining people's roles and whatever. It's in like hopefully half those players. The problem is half those players are going away. So then you got to restart year two. With a whole bunch of new players. It's just that's the same cycle.
Well, see the thing about it, but the thing about that this is why the Knicks are in such a weird situation. You have a lot of guys on these 1 year prove it deals, right? Mm-hmm. So do you have it so that you have a system that maximizes some of your most important players? Because Hazonia could probably go out there and give you an inefficient 25 points a game, right? But it's only going to make him look good. He can leave next year, and now we have a system that was predicated on making Hazonia look good, and we're going to fall apart. Or someone else, say Vonleh. I'm just making up names who are 1 year deals.
But that's the problem is that we don't. These players aren't going to be here next.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. If you have a system where, say, Knox, all right, when Knox comes in, he may not be the focal guy, but he's running around screens on the other side. So if Frank gets stuck with, say, Burke on one side or Tim Hardaway on one side, he sees Knox coming around and Knox can get that open shot. And now, say if Hazonia comes in for Knox, Hazonia does the same, or whichever athletic four who can shoot comes around and does the same thing. That's why I think the system is important. Yes, you have to get guys to see where they are, but you have a lot of tape on these guys too, man. Like it's not like these guys are coming from high school and it's like, oh, it's a college system. It's like these guys have tape on them. You know what they're good at for the most part, and where they could grow at.
Bro.
Sorry,
I think we saw a little bit. For example, if you do something like Doug McDermott, right? Doug McDermott kind of fit like a type of role that whatever Hornacek wanted to do, and clearly in that role, he clearly showed enough to the point where he's gotten this nice contract from Indiana. So there's an opportunity for like certain players. McDermott was one of those guys. Derek Williams was supposed to be one of those guys, but the market kind of messed him up. Kyle O'Quinn was supposed to be one of those guys too. But there are certain guys who they don't have to score like 25 or whatever. If they can play within their role, teams are gonna notice that, and I think it'll.
Oh, but you're talking about individuals. I want us, man.
Hey guys, let me get to this.
No, that's the problem.
Hey, let me get to this phone call real quick. All right, caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin', man?
Yo, how's your night going, bro?
Pretty good so far. I'm having a pretty nice night.
Hey, Sim, can you mute us so
what happened?
you don't hear us?
You into your draft tonight? What happened?
Yep. We got the draft going. Prince started yelling in the background. But yeah, we got the draft going. Draft, as a matter of fact, thank you for bringing up the draft. It's 9:40. The draft room will be open in 5 minutes. At 9:45, the draft room will be open. Guys can start guys can start to do their do their research, GM thing.
What spot you have?
I'm not sure yet. Well, I guess we'll find out that. I'm not sure what spot I got right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even worried about what spot I got. I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? To see what happens from there.
Yeah, I'm actually still watching preseason on ESPN, watching the Bulls. I'm waiting for the Warriors, Lakers. I'm actually looking forward to watching that LeBron versus the Warriors for a little bit. Right. But what's it called? I just want to say real quick about Knox. I noticed he's very soft with the ball in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like people just come and just snatch it from him. He's gotta get tougher when he's got the ball.
Yeah,
I noticed that people just take it from him. Like it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, he's got to. I think he's got to learn. He's got to understand the strength, power, speed of the NBA. I think that's one of the things. That's one of the issues with him right now. He's got to adjust. He's got to adjust. You know what I mean? Yeah. And hopefully the pressure of him playing in New York isn't getting to him. He seems like a very calm, quiet type of guy. Like we said in the last stream, he needs to be more assertive. And that's something that, just a little bit more assertive. I don't want him to force things. And that's something that I see him doing now, sometimes forcing shots because maybe he feels like he has to be the guy. He's got this pressure on him to score or do whatever. I want him to play a natural game, shoot the ball when it's time for him to shoot the ball. And when he gets to that point, and it's time for him to take over a game, when he learns to get to that point, and it's time for him to go get a bucket. Let me not say take over the game, but go get a bucket. He'll be assertive enough to say, "Hey, give me the ball. Let me go do it." We'll see. We'll see what he does. But he's a rookie. He's got a lot to learn. But there are some things that I just see that does make me concerned a little bit. Is that assertiveness. And that was an issue coming into the NBA. That was a question. I think he's going to. I think he knows. I think he's aware. Listen, I teach my young players all the time about muscle memory. Even when it comes to being assertive or aggressive, it's about muscle memory. You know what I mean? So if you practice in a way, if you have trained your body to at certain points of a game or whatever it is to kind of relax, then that's what your body is going to do. And it takes you to mentally say, I am going to go out and, I'm going to go out and get it. It takes you mentally. You've got to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that muscle memory, it takes over. That's the reason why you have muscle memory, so that when you don't have to think while you're playing, right? You can just do it.
Right.
You can just do it, right? You don't have to think to sit down. You don't have to think to breathe. You don't have to think to walk because your muscles remember how to do it. When your body...
He thinks too much. You can see it on the court. You can just tell, you know what I'm saying? He's like very, he doesn't know when he should shoot or when he should... You can just tell, you know what I'm saying? So...
Yeah,
he'll learn, it's all,
Yeah.
Real quick, I know you guys were talking about free agency. I was thinking, I don't know if anyone's brought this up, but if we don't get, say, a Kyrie or Durant, which I would do would be great, Terry Rozier is a free agent. I would love to get him. I don't see why Boston would sign. They already set with Kyrie. I mean, not going to pay a guy to come off the bench $100 million. I love
honestly,
Rozier. I don't know
right now. Honestly, right now, I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to talk about free agent players, man. I'm just being honest with you. I just want to focus on who we have right now, for real. I just want to focus on who we have. That's it. I don't want to look at any kind of free agents or anything like that. I just want to focus on who we have.
I hear you.
That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I just want to focus on who we have because Yeah, that's it. Just want to focus on my guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate the call. All right.
All right, man. Have a good night, bro. Take it easy, man.
Peace.
All right.
Peace. The draft has opened and the draft board is up. And guess what? I have the number one pick. All right. I have the number one pick. So, guys, who should I pick number one? Chat, tell me who should I pick number one? Who would you all pick number one? Tell me who to pick number one. I'm going to see what the consensus is. All right. I'm going to put this up here for a hot second so you guys can see who is, who they have as the number one pick right now. I want to hear from you guys. Tell me who to pick number one. I'm going to follow you guys in this draft. I'm going to use this since I can't hide my picks. I'm going to use you guys to my advantage. All right. So, I hope that's not cheating. So here we go. Take a look at the draft real quick. I'm going to answer this phone call. You guys can see right now, James Harden is number one. Do I take James Harden? Do I take Anthony Davis? Do I take LeBron? Do I take KD? I'm not taking Russell Westbrook. I see Durant. I see Curry. Yeah. I see LeBron, KD, Anthony Davis. I'm thinking about Anthony Davis a lot because I think this could be a big year for Anthony Davis. I feel like Anthony Davis could possibly be an MVP, maybe an MVP candidate. We'll see what's up. Calling you on live with nothing but Knicks. What's popping?
Sim, what's good, killer?
I'm chilling, bro. How you feeling?
It's Anthony. I'm feeling good. I'm calling you because I want to make sure you don't tap one of these New York bridges tonight, baby. Because you sound like you about to roll over, killer.
Man, I'm tired of hearing about all these other players. I just want to focus on who we have. You know what I mean?
I feel you, Sim. But if you remember a couple conversations that we've had in the past, and I know you're a Knox guy. I'm a Knox guy.
I'm a Knox dude, but I'm not afraid to knock him if he's not knocking.
but absolutely. But everybody, all of a sudden, the Knicks have a 3-1 preseason record, and there's so much dismay amongst your group of distinguished, video chat people and some of the guys here on the on the regular chat. I'm like, yo, you gotta let Fizdale tinker and see things.
Right. I get you.
What I mean? This is preseason. You gotta let him tinker and see things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He gotta see that Knox may be a little overwhelmed in certain areas at certain times. You know what I mean? He's gotta see what Burt can and can't be as a point guard and the different rotations and things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's like we want perfection, roll out the gate. We want perfection. That's just not reality.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that. I understand that. Definitely, we're not going to get perfection out the gate. And I think, some guys are just, kind of talking a little bit about feeling like maybe, I know me personally, I do understand, that David Fizdale, like with the offense, I would like to see a little bit more, but I also understand he's got to find out what the players can do. You can't find that out over 5 games. You just can't. You know what I mean? So I get it. I feel what you're saying, though. I mean, we're 3-1 in the preseason. There should be a lot of things for us to cheer about. As a coach, even with my teams, man, we could be 10-0, and I'm telling them to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at where we can improve. That I can't, I praise them for the things that they do well, but I'm like, yo, let's talk about how we can improve. I just don't want anyone ever getting on their high horse. I think the last game the Knicks players learned, at least the young guys, like, yeah, we're not there yet. So I feel what you're saying. I'm with you though. I'm with you. We do need to have. I'm with you.
Absolutely. This is the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This is the NBA. Look at the young cat that LA drafted a couple of years ago at the small forward, the real thin gentleman. His name is skipping me right now.
Brandon Ingram.
Right.
From Kingston, North Carolina.
From North Carolina, the first 2 years, Brandon Ingram was looking bustish. Right? Bustish. It took a minute for him to kind of start to find his game and where he can get his game, and also to develop his NBA body more because he was so thin. Right. And Knox could be along that line. You know what I mean? Coming straight out the gate, not everybody comes straight out the gate. It's few and far in between guys who come straight out the gate and take the league by storm.
Yeah.
It's really those guys who got it all, that special talent, you know what I mean? That special energy that got it just like that straight out the gate.
I got you.
I think we need to be patient with Knox, but I want to say another thing with you, and because I caught a little piece a couple of days ago, even the other night, and Timmy Hardaway shot 58%, still wasn't happy.
I wasn't happy? You said I wasn't happy with Timmy? I was really happy with him.
Wasn't happy. I could hear it in your voice. I could hear that underlying. I want to say this one thing with you. Tim. The leader of the team is the person who's going to show the most load. Okay?
True.
And that person who's going to show the most load over this 80 games here, 82 game season, whatever, is Tim Hardaway. I know you don't like it. I know it's hard for you to digest. You and many of the other Knicks guys out here, but that's the leader. Now, I know you got other callers on.
Yeah. And
so I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna let you respond.
All right.
You know, you're my boy. I'm gonna catch you in one of these games. I don't know which one.
Definitely.
One of these games and catch up with you, my brother.
All right, no doubt.
All right,
have a good one, man.
You have a good day.
Peace. And before I respond to that, because I'm definitely gonna respond to it, let me pull this over here. You guys can, I told you guys we got those Ntilikina shirts, right? And the draft is starting in about 8 minutes. I think I made up my mind on who I'm gonna draft. But anyway, if you take a look, if you go on the nothing-but-knicks.com website, we got some shirts up here. You see, you got NYK Run NYC, Nilmatic, Knox City. You got we got the Nothing But Knicks logo, Yo Black It's Time. So you guys can go, check it out. Might be some things there you like. And it's gonna it'll be constantly updated with new stuff. You know what I mean? New designs coming all the time. So, check them out. If you like something, purchase it. If not, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking with you. Promise you that. I want to talk about Mitchell Robinson. All right? Because the news came out. Oh, before I talk about that, hold up. I'm supposed to talk, kind of respond to that. First of all, Mr. Dunbar, I was very, very pleased with Tim Hardaway's performance in the last game. I was very pleased. He shot 7 for 12. 58% from the field. I thought most of his shots were very, very good shots. He took 1 or 2 shots that were maybe heat checks, but I mean, I'm cool with that. I expect that from players. Every player in the league, I expect that. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that. Especially if you're playing good. What he didn't do is, like in the previous game before the game before that, he was hot and then he shot himself out because he started taking some crazy shots. I think he tempered himself. I think he realized that maybe Fizdale said something to him. He tempered himself a little bit and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna try to play a little more under control." And I think he succeeded. So I just hope that it continues, because that's the type of play that I want to see from him. I feel like if Tim Hardaway plays that way, he'll be the kind of player that I like. You know what I mean? I like players that make good decisions, take good shot selections, those type of things. You know what I mean? That's my thing with it now. As far as him being the leader, I just don't feel like he is the bona fide leader. So I don't feel like it's all on his shoulders, because he doesn't protrude leadership, exude. Let me not say, not protrude. He doesn't exude leadership to me. You know what I mean? So, someone who has it all on him, like guys like LeBron has it all on him, because he on every team that he's on, he's the best passer, the best rebounder, the best scorer. And he's the bona fide leader as far as rallying the troops and giving orders. Tim Hardaway is not that. And I don't expect him to be LeBron James, but I don't see him as the guy that's actually giving orders to the troops. You know what I mean? And pulling people in to say, "Hey, let's calm down," or "Hey, we got to pick it up," or "What the hell are you guys doing?" I don't see him being that guy. I see him being more of one of the followers. I see him being one of the followers who sometimes steps in and says this, says that. That's just what I see from Tim Hardaway, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I see that guy more being the actual leader. I think is Lance Thomas. I think he's the actual leader of this team right now. The leader doesn't have to be the main scorer. Maybe Tim Hardaway is going to handle some of the offensive burden. Maybe the offensive burden may be on him more than other players. Right? But I don't think that necessarily means you're the leader. Just because you have the offensive burden doesn't make you the leader, in my opinion. That to me, that's your role. a leader, is can put it out there on the floor. A leader leads you, teaches you. A leader is a service person as well. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you need that person to do, they're willing to do it, and they'll go out and do it. I don't see that in Tim Hardaway Jr. That's just my opinion. That's just me. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will gladly accept it. All right, gladly accept it. But one more time, I'll show you guys one more time. You got New York Knicks run NYC, Nomadic, Knox City. I'm gonna put the link right now where you guys can go check it out. If you choose to, you can just go to nothingbutnicks.com and you go to NBK accessories. Apparel and accessories. And like I said, if you like something, get it. If you don't like something, that's fine. Still rocking with you. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the draft begins. All right, 3 minutes. Let's see what's going on with the video chat. All right, as we're waiting for this draft to begin. I think I know who my first draft pick is going to be. All right, so let's see what's popping over here. Viv, what's going on, man? What's going on in the chat right now?
Oh, we going back.
Hold up.
That just happened to you, right? In the draft, and you didn't even have to tank last season to get it. Congrats.
That was the draft. I just opened up the draft. That just happened
window. To me. I had my mic on mute.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I opened up the draft window and the commercial came up. But what were you saying you guys are talking about? Because I want to talk about Mitchell Robinson a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to Mitch. We were just talking about the whole guard scenario and all the other stuff. But the Mitch conversation is interesting. I think you and I think a couple others, we predicted, this would be the case with him way back in July. I think we always thought that he's going to need some sort of seasoning. He's just going to need consistent time, and if he can spend it here and in Westchester during days off, then he should go for it, because the only thing that's going to help him is more reps.
Exactly. More reps, and days like you just said, days that the Knicks aren't playing, he can be in Westchester. Days that the Knicks are playing, he can be with the team.
Exactly. That's my whole thing, and I think he's going to be a step. I want to see him in this last game, actually, because I want to see how 2 games off in about a week or so of not really practicing. I want to see how it's going to impact him with this final preseason game.
Yeah.
I want to see how rusty he is.
So he is going to play in his final preseason game?
Yeah, he's going to play.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. And look, I could see, and I'm going to bring my draft screen over here. I could see way before, just in the second preseason game, right? I could see that, and I'm drafting Anthony Davis.
I approve.
I could just see certain things, just the strength. I mean, I think that's maybe the biggest factor, the strength that I could see he was going to be dealing with, which to me just said he would do well being in the G League for a little while.
Yeah, just reps, and just for me, it's just under just repeating some of these fundamentals that they stressed him in practice.
Yeah.
I think that really will make a difference.
Right. And I want to hear what some other people from the chat want to think about it. Melro, what do you think about it, man? About Mitch Rob playing a lot of time in the G League?
I think it could help him. I think he's going to be going bananas down there, though.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah. Depending on the system and the point. I don't know the point guard they got down there. But he can, if you are going to send him down there, have him work on a little, maybe post moves, because he specializes already. Anything around the basket, he catching. He has an eye for it already. Maybe he can work on a little, post hook or something little like that. I think it might be good for him, but I think he's gonna be spending a lot of time with us, though. Honestly, he looked too good, man. He looked he looked too good. Him and Trier, man. I don't think they're gonna be down there for too long.
I think Trier actually. I don't think Trier is gonna be down there at all. Honestly, to me, it would be crazy. It would be crazy if Alonzo Trier is in the G League. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. You know I think it's it's the fact that he was undrafted. I think that sticks in people's minds. If we would have grabbed Trier with the first pick, or with the first pick that we had in the first round, people would probably be saying he should be starting right now. Honestly,
right.
If he was the pick that we picked with Knox, people would be saying he was starting. But because he was undrafted, some people he should do this and maybe man, that kid is good, man. And I told people as soon as we picked him, man, my nephew used to play for Arizona. So I keep an eye on Arizona. Back last year, I was saying that this kid was good. When we grabbed him, I was happy as hell we picked him when I heard that we grabbed him. I knew he was going to be all right.
Yeah, and I hope, Fizdale is saying, you eat what you kill, right? He's holding everybody accountable. Then if that's the truth and no politics come into play, why would Trier not be, even if he's not starting, why would he not be on the 15-man roster, clearly, but then also in the rotation? You know what I mean?
He has to be.
He has to be. He's outplayed Moutier. He's outplayed all of our guards, in my opinion. He's outplayed every single one of our guards, in my opinion.
He's really kind of outplayed him and Cantor has been the best people since preseason started.
Yep, they've been the best players since preseason started, period. Yeah. Let's see what Nate has to say.
Yeah.
So in regards to Nate? Mitchell, I mean, Sim, I think we're going to need Mitchell on the court more than anything, because you look at when Mitchell's out and Cantor's out, God, we have nobody who can play center. I mean, and nobody who can block shots or play good defense. So I'd rather put this guy out there who's got crazy athleticism, who's got a high motor. I'm not saying play him 20, 30 minutes, but I'm saying at least, 10 to 15 minutes. But he can bring some serious energy that we're going to need, because, I mean, outside of Cantor and him, I don't even know who the heck's going to play after that if something was to happen to one of those dudes and they go down.
Right.
Because I haven't seen anything in preseason to make me think any of our bigs are even comparable at handling a position like that at all.
I mean, I know he's gonna block some shots when he's in the league. He'll block some shots. I know, naturally he has the length and he can rebound. But some of the things that I see down low, as far as rebounding, in my opinion, when the games really get serious, guys are gonna push him out the paint. That's just what I think.
Sure.
I think guys are gonna push him out the paint with ease, and he's not gonna rebound the way that we think he's going to rebound.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think we're going to see him in the fourth quarters. As much as I would like to, when he develops, I don't think we're going to see him, because Cantor's going to be there. I think we trust Cantor more in the post for his post play, and also too, I mean, his defense. You said himself, Guillermo, the defense has gotten better on Cantor. So if his defense continues to improve, I would rather him in the fourth quarter than Mitchell.
Well, I mean, probably. Probably. I mean, and we'll see what Noah Vonleh. Well, let me tell you what. After the last game, a couple games ago, I was kind of high. I was like, okay, I like what I seen.
He was a complete letdown.
When he really got the minutes, I was like, oh, okay. Now I kind of see some things that I wasn't too excited about. So. And I see,
now you see why he's out there.
I see Viv up there stewing, so I'm not gonna bother Viv. I'm gonna let him stew over his draft picks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him stew.
Man, I got in a tough bind, Sim. I was trying to figure out who I was gonna pick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I see steam coming off his head and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I do this for a living. I was analyzing all this stuff for my other projects. I was like, all right, I was doing this for the last 4 weeks. Who am I going to pick in these rounds? So I try not to mess up.
Oh, sounds like. Hold up, before I was going to get to Michael.
You got a good choice.
It's my pick. All right, so who do I take, guys? Do I take Bradley Beal? Do I take Jimmy Butler?
Beal.
Bradley Beal.
Don't take call. Run away from Butler.
I'm taking Bradley Beal. I think I'm thinking
Beal, dude. Beal can shoot, man. One of the top shooters out there.
Yeah, I really like Bradley Beal.
This is the fantasy joint, right?
Yeah, this is fantasy league right here.
And his defense sim is picking up too, so he might get you some steals too.
I would go.
Butler probably be better fantasy, bro.
I don't think you can go wrong with either.
Yeah,
you don't guarantee Butler's going to play that whole season either. Beal probably has been healthier.
Butler might be better fantasy, man.
The one thing about Butler is the defense. You know that can help you a little bit fantasy. But I took my chance on Beal. We'll see what happens with him.
Durability, man, is a huge issue with Butler.
I think any of the other picks out after Butler, you won't go wrong with them.
Yeah.
And you got Davis. Where did Davis go? What pick did you have?
Davis went 1 to me. So
Davis, number 1 pick. Nice.
Yeah. Let me get to Michael, host with Dallas, man. What's popping, man? It's been a minute.
Davis.
How you been?
What's going on, brother?
I'm chilling, man.
I'm chilling too, man. I got the cast off my hands, so I'm in good shape now.
I see that. Yeah. So, what'd you say?
It was funny. My boy Jay here is the first person I saw was high on Trier before he even came in on the Knicks Nation Facebook page. He used to talk about Trier, like, yo, Trier about to be real.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not lying, bro.
And people was laughing at me.
They laughed, bro.
People was laughing at me.
That Lico Turner dude came through laughing. But yo,
my only question about Trier is if he was so good,
I was high on him and Mitchell. We did if you was paying attention. If you was paying attention to college, man, Trier was doing his thing.
I know defensively he was good.
Nah, offensively he was good.
Dang, I got Bradley Beal. Hold up.
Trier was doing his thing in college, man.
I got Bradley Beal and Jimmy Butler.
Oh, damn.
So I think I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, Butler could be a Knick, man.
Bradley Beal and Jimmy Butler.
Stop it right now.
Yet. I need a point guard.
Ntilikina, baby.
Get Frank.
I will take Frank. Dude. I will take Frank.
I would take Frank too, man. Shoot.
I will take Frank.
That's a safe pick, man. That's a safe pick.
You know what's the thing about Frank? Frank, he's not going to give you 25 points.
No.
But you're not going to just put 25 on him.
Exactly.
That's right.
You're going like that. Me and Sim talked about this last year when we played, I think it was Boston at the Garden, and Kyrie had like 32. And when you broke it down, he had 4 points on Frank.
Yeah.
He had 20. Yeah. He had 28 on Jarrett Jack. What people keep failing to realize that when we were winning games.
Wait, hold on. Who before let me interrupt. Sorry. Who picked Cantor? Someone picked Cantor like 20 in the third round.
Hey, that's a pretty. I mean, shoot, we get to assist up, man. That's not a bad pick.
Yeah, you're about to get a lot of points for double doubles.
Exactly.
For rebounds.
I was hoping.
Some of the issues, man, with Knicks fans
I could get them late,
that we underappreciate our players
until they go help another team win.
Players. If Frank was on another team, Knicks fans saw the type of defense he played, they wouldn't worry.
Yeah,
they wouldn't worry about his offense.
Exactly. Yeah.
If Frank was saying, on the Spurs,
we need that shit right there. If
bro, Frank on the Spurs would be a problem.
The way people talk about Cantor on our team, if Cantor played the way he played last season on another team, Knicks fans would say they wanted him.
But Knicks fans are just bitter because we had a chance at Steph Curry and Westbrook and we missed out right before.
But the funny thing is, I'm happy we don't got Westbrook.
Let me get. There you go, Guillermo. You're open now. I don't know if Prince is even open. He looks frozen.
He's been like that for the past hour.
But can you hear me?
Prince is taking pictures of Moutier right now.
Prince looks like he's in the sunken place right now.
Selfies.
Yeah,
Prince is in the sunken place.
He's in the sunken place with Moutier right now.
Yeah. So I think it's a consensus. Most people. I've seen some people in the chat that don't think that Mitchell needs to play in the G League. Yeah, I think it's going to be.
I'll give him some minutes down there.
I mean, I think it's going to be smart to give him some minutes down there. He needs to play as much as possible. I don't know if he
needs to, but I think
we need him more on the court.
Yeah, but are you guys talking about wins or are you talking about development? Because if this year's a wash, I'd rather him do taxi. I'd rather have him play 20 minutes.
I mean, we want to win if we can. I mean,
no, but it's about development. Who cares about this year? We're not winning a chip, right? So it's about development. I play him 20 minutes with the Knicks or in crunch time moments with the Knicks until you start developing. And I'm having with Westchester to develop his shot. Yeah. He needs a shot, man. He needs
he's not gonna get better competition than going against NBA players.
No. But the thing about the G League is that yes, it's gonna be easier competition. But when you get a guy in repetition with something that he's not used to, he's gonna get used to it. He's gonna develop it a little bit better in the G League versus the NBA, where he's not gonna have those touches. So I'm not against him playing NBA. I would love him to play NBA, but let's stop acting like he's not AD. We don't need him. We don't need a win this year, really. This is a wash year. Let's develop the guys we have, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea for him to, get some burn down in the G League, but also
I think we need to win a little too, though.
I wouldn't even call it a wash here, to be honest.
I always want to win.
If we get washed, then only
we always want to win, man, because we got to make ourselves attractive for free agents.
Free agents are going to come regardless, bro. They're going to come. If they talk about all this Knicks stuff, they're going to come because it's not like the Knicks are going to win a chip this year. So
no, but if we can be competitive and be around the playoffs, that's going to look good for a free agent because they'd be like, hey, I could be that missing piece for this team.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
if we go out there and just stink up the joint like what Philly was doing, look how long it took Philly to get anywhere near good, Yeah. The thing with New York is even if we go out there and lose, if we fight till the very end, free agents going to look at that and be like, yo, I could beat that extra 15 points they needed to win that game.
But look at Philly though. What free agents has Philly signed? No one.
Yeah,
and
exactly, and they're a better team than we are.
JJ
Stop that.
JJ Redick is 92 years old.
Yeah, but JJ Redick is a guy that would have came to the Knicks too. If you really want to think about it, he would have came to the Knicks.
LeBron were considering those teams.
Man, they always say that crap, man. LeBron was never going to go any place but LA. And you say, come on, stop. Stop hoping.
We know LeBron is a diva. LeBron is going to milk it, make everybody think he's coming, then he's going to LA. That was his. He knew he was going to go to LA in the All-Star weekend.
LeBron is an Instagram model that wants attention, but he's not going to mess with you. He's going to mess with some rapper or some. He ain't looking for you.
Let's make sure we go one at a time.
He's not going to answer your DMs.
He's not going to answer your DMs. He's ready you're already talking some rapper or something like that. But I'm just saying, look, I want this kid to be good. I don't want his ceiling to be DeAndre Jordan, man. I want him to be a baby AD, man. Like that's how I see.
If he's DeAndre Jordan, that's a win.
No, I said I don't want his ceiling to be DeAndre Jordan.
He's going to be better than that though, because I feel like
where's the shot? Where's the shot?
He can actually shoot the ball. I'm pretty sure they're not going to have him shoot it this year.
Do we get DeAndre Jordan second round?
Why not? But hold on. But where did you see him shoot? In high school? I haven't seen it yet.
No, I mean, if you look at any videos of the Knicks practicing, he doesn't have a bad shot.
Mitch,
I mean,
I'm not saying he doesn't have a bad shot, but why not have
Jimmy on him?
Why not have an automatic 10 to 15 shot that you could develop by playing a little bit in Westchester? Why not develop that?
No, I agree. If you give him some minutes in Westchester, nothing's wrong with that.
And even Trier, because I think the future is Trier and Frank. And I saw
Trier's going to be in the rotation, bro. He ain't going nowhere in the G League, man.
If you think Trey Burke destroyed the G League, Trier is going to eat that alive.
Guys say that now after 2 preseason games. Again, after two preseason games, we're saying this after 2
preseason games. To get one person on. Go ahead, Gorman. Go ahead and talk. I'm gonna try to get. I see Ant just joined us, so I'm gonna call Ant. You guys go ahead and talk in the background. Ant, I don't know if you've had a chance to hear everything so far.
I'm just got on.
Okay, we right now we're kind of talking about Mitchell Robinson and the possibility of him playing in the G League. Right, so just asking, where are you with that?
I'm with it. I kind of want to see a combination though. Like, I want to see him with the big league team, but also like on off days and stuff like that. Go back to Westchester and play a little bit because he's gonna need all the playing time he could get. And I don't see I don't see why he shouldn't get playing time on the NBA team. Okay. I mean, has Vonleh really impressed us, that we're comfortable with him being a backup center. Like his Cornette really impressed us. So I think Mitchell Robinson right now is the backup center. Whether he's ready or not, I think that's his spot. So I think, if there's nobody that's taking his spot, I think he should play.
Okay. All right. Before I get to something else, chat, I need your help again. I got 4 picks, and then I pick back to back. All right, so let me know. I need a point guard. I need a power forward. I need a small forward. I don't have a small forward yet. All right, so let me know who I should get. I think, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, chat. So this is going to be the chat's. Let's put it like this. This is going to be the chat's team, and if I win, I donate the money to the Garden of Dreams. How about that? All right. So this is the chat's team, and if I win, I'm gonna donate the money to the Garden of Dreams. All right. So I'm looking forward to my next pick. You guys tell me where to go. You can see my squad right here. This is who I got so far. I got Anthony Davis, got Bradley Beal, I got Jimmy Butler. I need a point guard. I said I need a power forward. I need a center. I need a point guard. I need a center. I need a small forward. We see what we're gonna do. Look, Donovan Mitchell, Murray, Hayward, Gasol.
Nah, don't take Tatum, Nate. He's gonna
see what's going on.
You got Hayward, man.
But Ant, let me ask you, when are we gonna do something about Joakim Noah?
Man, it has to be done. I think by the end of this weekend. I feel like it has to be done by the end of this weekend, because at this point, we're like a week away from the season. You can't go in, I think if we go into the season with Joakim Noah still on the roster and we lose that roster spot, I think that's going to be a catastrophe. So we have to get rid of Joakim Noah. I think before this weekend is over, he has to be gone.
Yeah, because this thing is, and you guys can see who's available on the screen right now. That's all players that are available. I can go through and show you the point guards. Here's your point guards, your top point guards that are available. Bledsoe, Murray, Ricky. Oh, nope, Bledsoe. Murray's gone. So, all right, here we go. I'm up. Who do I get? We got point guards. We got Bledsoe. We got Mike Conley. We got Ricky Rubio. Lou Williams is available. Let's see, Lonzo Ball is available. I don't want Lonzo Ball. D'Angelo Russell. I was thinking about him. I might take Bledsoe. Let's see who we got. I got shooting guard. Let's see who's available at the small forward. Jason Tatum is available. Who do I take, guys? Who do I take? I got 55 seconds. Let's see who we got in the centers. And I'm staying away from Dwight Howard. Do I want DeAndre Jordan?
Stay far away from Dwight Howard.
What about, should I take DeAndre Jordan? What you think, Ant? Should I take DeAndre Jordan? I got two picks back to back.
He's gonna be real consistent for you.
Yeah, he's gonna get me some rebounding numbers and blocks, right? I think I'm gonna take DeAndre Jordan.
You know exactly what you're getting every night. You can bank on them numbers.
So that injury is just okay. It's just that. I think I'm gonna draft Jordan. I went with DeAndre Jordan. Now I'm up again. Point guards. I want a point guard. I got Bledsoe, Mike Conley, Ricky Rubio. Who should I take?
Ricky Rubio. You think so?
Ricky Rubio. Let me see what people saying. Ricky Rubio. I see someone else says Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio is a good fantasy player, though.
He is, because of his defense, a lot of different things. Defense, his assists. Conley is the best available, somebody said. I'm going back and forth between, in my mind right now, I'm going between Ricky Rubio and Mike Conley. Let's see. Field goal percentage. Mike Conley's field goal percentage 44%. They're not too far off with the assists. 3-pointers made. Mike Conley had 169 3-pointers made last year. I don't know, man. I might go with Mike Conley.
It's projected. So.
Huh? Oh,
that's projected.
Oh, yeah, that's projected.
Yeah, he didn't play that many games last year.
Right. Who do you think I should go with, Viv?
Who do you need? Point guard?
I need a point guard. Oh, Mike Conley was 38%. I'm gonna go.
Any of them. Go wherever you can.
I went with Ricky Rubio.
Rubio it is.
Yeah.
They got Bledsoe. Oh, CK went with Ball. Ooh. I would not do that, but whatever.
Ooh. Well, he lives in LA, so
he knows more than I do, I guess.
Yeah, he lives. You mean?
LA. What did LeBron call the young team?
Hold up. I took Eric Bledsoe.
I think you ran out of time, Sam.
Oh, I ran out of time.
I think you got a better pick, actually. I like Bledsoe.
I'm okay with Bledsoe. I'm all right with it.
Yeah, you're going to get multi-value from Bledsoe, I think.
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
Yeah. I want to see who does this guy take. Man, I got a choice. I don't know who I want to take. I got a choice.
What do you need, man? What do you need?
Trae Young is not dropping 30, yo.
Do I pick Harris or do I go Allen? Ooh.
You said, do you go Harris or do you go?
But is Trae Young gonna be able to guard Burke? I'm about to say they're gonna drop 30 on each other.
Man, it's gonna be tough.
I need a small forward. Not sure I'm gonna go with my small forward. I might go with. Did somebody draft Kevin Knox already?
No. I hope not. I hope we.
I don't know. I don't see him. Let's see. I might take. Now he's still available. I don't know. I might take him just because I'm a hometown dude. Yeah, just because I'm a hometown guy. I do that type of stuff in fantasy. It's good luck. But anyway, Joakim Noah, Viv, I know you drafting. You just drafted, Viv? You still drafting?
I'm about to draft. I'm deciding who I want to.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone. Let me see. Prince. Let me talk to Prince. Prince, man, what do you think is going to happen with Joakim Noah?
Waiving. I don't think nobody's going to trade for him.
I mean, we know we're going to waive him, but when is it going to happen? I want this to happen sooner than later. You know what I mean? I don't want to, I just don't want this hanging over my head. Not my head, over the team's head. I know I seen a tweet, right, that said something about, what did it say? It said Joakim Noah. It says something about you guys don't know what Joakim Noah is going through. The Knicks are making it worse, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody was like, oh, and the account, it was clearly a burner account because the account was just started, like one follower, right? Right. So it was clearly just started. And, so people were like, oh, yeah, that's either Joakim Noah or his mom's or somebody like that. I don't know. And they were like, they need to leave the poor guy alone. And someone responded, don't ever use Joakim Noah and poor in the same sentence again. That's what somebody said,
Yeah, I did see that. I seen that on Bleacher Report. I did see that.
I just don't.
To answer your question, I'm with you. I think they trying to be smart about it because they understand that he has some value to him. Does he have $71 million value? No. So yeah, it's hard to trade. I think they want to hold on to him long enough to see if a team desperately needs a center or a stretch four like him who can play some defense, who's a veteran. But like you said, he's clogging up the lane for everybody else, with that roster spot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's a stretch for, but I just want him. I just don't want this hanging over the team. I know he's away from the team. I just want it to be done with so that it's not in the news. Now, I'm looking at Ernesto says, Joakim Noah doesn't want to give back money, and the Knicks want. They want him to give back money. That's probably part of the, I'm sure that's part of the issue. Michael, Hospitalis, man. What do you think? When we just going to get done with this Noah thing? Now, I read something somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where it was, but someone said something about the fact that the Knicks need to take care of this situation before the start of the season, or something kicks into effect. I don't exactly know what it is. Maybe Viv can chime in on that. Maybe he knows, but I see him stewing over there still.
Now, what do you got, Sim?
No, I was saying I read somewhere. I don't know exactly where it was or what it was, but I forgot who wrote it. But it was someone that was pretty reputable.
For what? The Noah situation?
Yeah, they said something about that Joakim Noah. The Knicks need to waive Joakim Noah before the start of the season, or something kicks in. Either they have to pay him.
No, that was by September 1st, I think.
Yeah, I remember that. That was by September 1st. There was something that I read somewhere.
I know October 15th is the deadline where they gotta make all the final cuts.
Yeah, they put out a report.
Maybe that's the deadline they're talking about, because
maybe.
Our roster, we have to cut it down to 15.
Exactly.
Really,
maybe that's what it is.
They put out a report that
I think what will happen is that any Noah decision or whatever is going to happen by then.
Yeah, there was a report.
Now, I don't know. I mean, look, Noah was supposed to be cut by training camp. That didn't happen. And we had all the Shams and Woj. They all said it by then. But
what I was
I don't know what's going to happen.
What I was reading,
you never know
reading
this front office. They might just do something weird.
Before the 15th of October, if they they're holding out for a trade. God forbid somebody gets hurt and somebody needs a backup center, they might trade for him. But that's not going to happen. So if by October 15th they can't find a trade, they're just going to waive him. I guess they're going to waive him and take the cap hit for the year, and that's it.
Waive him, and I guess like someone said, they're trying to get that, trying to get him to drop off $6 million. So they're at a standstill right now. They're staring eye to eye to see who's going to flinch first, I guess. And I'm assuming if it gets to October the 15th.
Yeah, October 15th is the last day. Just get him out of here.
I think about you all the time.
If it was me, I'm going to be honest with you. If it was me, I'd just be like, okay, you know what? I just want to get this bridge under the water. Just under the bridge and just cut my losses. It's a sunk cost anyway. You're not going to get it back, really. That's what they're trying to do, to get some of it back. It's a sunk cost, man. I would just let it go so we can get it passed.
Man, let's package him and Moody and trade them to the belly of the block
too. But again, this is just there's unpredictable that you don't really know what's going to happen. So
yeah. Grandma, what do you think, man?
Hey man, I agree with everybody else. Trying to trade him, man. Like, he's not that crazy of a distraction yet, but I mean, he legit needs help, mental help. But there's no value to get from him. He's not a stretch four. He can't shoot. What are you gonna get from him? Just let him go. It's a sunk cost. So I agree with you 100%. I don't really got much on
sunk cost, man. It's a sunk cost. It's just not much more that you're gonna be able to do.
If only Phil Jackson was a GM again.
If Phil Jackson was the GM, I don't know what he would do. He'd probably, tell him to take a leave of absence and come back later on in the season or something crazy. He'd probably tell him to go to Montana to his.
Exactly. One of his Zen ranches.
Yeah, go to his Zen ranch and
probably do more drugs over there too.
I don't know. I just want to get it over with. We're not going to get anything for him.
How do you feel about Courtney Lee, though?
Man, the Courtney Lee situation, I think is sticky, man. Courtney Lee obviously he's a good player. I think he's a valuable player in the league. I think that he can help the Knicks. Right?
He's more hopeful than some of these other vets they got. No offense, like Moutier and Ron Baker? Come on, you tell me Courtney Lee couldn't be better than Ron Baker? Come on, man.
Listen, I think Ron Baker is going to get some playing time. I know a lot of people disagree with me, but I think that I really do think that Ron Baker is going to get some playing time. I think that it may not happen right out the gate. Okay, I'm on the clock.
Sim. Can you get Jaren Jackson, man? Can you stop playing around, man? Get Jaren Jackson.
Hold up. Where is
Yes. Yo, y'all sleeping, man. Sim I was trying to scream at Sim this whole time when he had the double picks, man.
I got double picks right now again.
Jaren Jackson, forward. Man. Stat stuffer, man.
I need a small forward.
Jaren Jackson. Listen. He plays a 4, right?
Well, listen, I'm a hometown guy, so
Oh my Lord, he's gonna pick Lance Thomas.
No, I'm going to get Kevin Knox. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get Kevin Knox, and I might
over Jaren Jackson. That's amazing.
Maybe that hurt. I don't know, but I'm getting my guy because I'm a hometown guy. So now I'm.
Can y'all please keep track of Jaren Jackson just to make sure that he kills him, or like it's a big regret.
Let's see. Let's see what he does. Let me look at him a little bit. Somebody might already have him. No, he's still here. He's still here. All right, let me see. I got 1 minute left. I'm not chat. What am I gonna do, chat? Let me pull it up so you guys can see it. You guys can.
He's gonna get Ron Baker.
Who do you need, Tim?
I mean, I got my positions filled. My starting positions filled. I think I got my starting positions filled. I think I might get another small forward just because I took Kevin Knox.
English is money if you don't like that guy's.
I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking about English.
He's money. I'll tell you that. Unless you want to go with the revitalized Batum.
No,
it's too. I wouldn't go with him either.
No.
I like English. I'll tell you this. I like English, and if you want another center, go with Millsap. I don't think you can go, they're both value at this point.
I'm gonna take.
There were so many reaches. Like when someone took, I think Canner was supposed to go like.
I'm taking English, and I just had to get my guy Kevin Knox because I'm a hometown. I'm a homer.
Yeah, I see. CK picked up Luka. I was like, yo, man, I don't really pick rookies for fantasy purposes. I want them to, I don't want them to kill my team.
Sometimes I like to pick rookies because other people don't want to pick rookies because they don't know what they're gonna do. But then rookies come out and they do some stuff.
So this is my thing, right? So I started playing fantasy basketball in like 2001. I was like 12 years old, 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That first year, I was like, let me pick all the rookies. Now, if you remember around that time, they used to air something on MSG where it was all about like the high school basketball. So they would they had these specials about, you remember like when Eddie Curry and Tyson Chandler would play each other, like Thornwood High School and, the California high school. Like, so I would see these highlights and I was like,
he moves better than rookies.
So I drafted all these rookies in my fantasy draft that year. I had no clue what I was doing, right?
Hito was a better shooter, better
internet resources,
a stronger player.
I had like Kwame Brown, I had
moves a little bit
Curry
better.
And Chandler, thinking, hey, they'll do something.
I'm still
right?
not that crazy impressed by him, man.
None of those three did anything. So I was like,
I think Dennis Smith Jr. It looks like he's trying to facilitate a little bit more. He might be dangerous this year.
You think so? Okay.
Trying to facilitate. He's facilitating a lot more than he was last year.
Now let's see who we got coming in here. Let me pull Nate up. Haven't heard Nate.
That's what I think of Dennis Smith and Luka right there. That's what I think about.
That's what you think of Dennis Smith and Luka. All right.
Dennis Smith Jr. is an alien, man. That guy does not make sense. He had 2 knee surgeries, bro. That doesn't make any sense, man.
Who, Dennis Smith Jr.?
What's up, Prince?
Yeah, he had 2 torn ACLs or something?
Yeah.
Crap like that?
Dog, he's got a crazy household, man.
Who? Dennis Smith Jr.?
Yeah.
Prince, you got a crazy household, bro.
Everybody in the chat. I know you guys in the chat. People, yes, I am a homer. Someone just said I would draft Michael Sweetney if he was available. I might, because I am a homer. I am going to draft my New York guys. That's just that. It is. I'm drafting somebody from my team.
Nothing wrong with that, man. That's a good pick.
Somebody from my team,
he could be a baller. You never know, man.
I'm drafting somebody from my team.
No. I'm talking about Knox. The hell with Sweetney.
Yeah, I'm drafting somebody from my team. That's just how it is. I gotta do it.
Sweetney's two hamburgers short of a heart attack.
Yeah. So chat. This who I got on my squad right now. Chat. I got Eric Bledsoe. I got Bradley Beal. I got Jimmy Butler. I got Kevin Knox. I got Anthony Davis. I got Ingles. I got DeAndre Jordan.
You took Joel Ingles. I love that guy.
He can shoot, man. He can light it up sometime. Right. So I do.
We need one of those guys on our team.
Center. Let's see who else is available at the center position. There's some centers up there.
And I don't want Zion, man.
I know who I'm getting.
I want Zion. Zion works perfect with KP.
We need a point guard. We need a 2-guard, a point guard, or
we need a 4-man rebounder. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you.
We don't have a premier.
We got Moutier.
So
right, 1.5. All 3 of them together equal 1.5.
All right. So coming
not
up
even
next
1.5.
Next game, guys. Next game, we play Brooklyn in the next game. And for the chat, some people that are coming in that are new, we don't have a whole. We're doing a fantasy draft, so we don't have a whole lot of structure going on tonight. tune in Friday night after the.
Bro, we need a 4-man that can rebound, and that's what Zion is.
But anyway, I want to ask you guys. Coming up, we play the Nets on Friday. Do you guys think we're going to see changes in the starting lineup? Do you think that we're going to see anybody? Will Alonzo Trier get a start? I think he deserves to get a start, at least, just to see what it looks like, right? I would like to see Alonzo Trier get a start over Tim Hardaway Jr. Not that he's going to start all, the whole season over, but I would like to see him get a start in the preseason to see what it looks like. As a matter of fact, I would like to see Frank and Alonzo Trier start together in the preseason to see what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? And then Kevin Knox. I would like to see Cantor play the last game. He probably won't. Mitchell Robinson, of course, we know that Lance Thomas is going to start. This is one thing, we talked about Kevin Knox being not assertive. I want to see if he's out there, if he starts the game with Frank Ntilikina, Alonzo Trier, then it's Kevin Knox. Then you got Lance Thomas, and if Cantor isn't playing, maybe Mitch Robinson at the 5. I want to see if his demeanor on the court changes, because now he's playing with guys who are his age, right? And you don't have that. You don't have that guy like Tim Hardaway Jr. Not that Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing anything negative to Kevin Knox, but because Tim Hardaway Jr. has been on the team. He's been in the league for a while. Kevin Knox is going to defer to Tim Hardaway Jr. Players on the court are going to defer to Tim Hardaway Jr. because he's been there. He's been in the league. Cantor is the same way. He's been in the league. I want to see how it looks if he's on the floor playing with guys that are his age. I want to see if it's different. The way that he wants the ball, the way that he's assertive. I just want to see if it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? And I think it will be different. I think it'll be different if he's playing on the floor with guys that are, you'd have a second year player, you'd have another rookie on the team out there. He's a rookie, and then Lance Thomas. I want to see. So guys, I'm gonna ask you. I want to see what you guys think about it. Let me before I do that, let me look and see where I'm at in my draft status. Okay, I got three more people before I'm ready to draft. So see what's up. We'll see what's up. So let me ask you guys that. I want you guys to answer that question. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna start with, I don't know, Viv. I don't know if you're drafting or what, so I don't want to bother you too much. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. So my question is, I would like to see in the next game, I'd like to see Frank Ntilikina, Alonzo Trier, Kevin Knox, Lance Thomas, and either Cantor or Mitchell Robinson start the game. Right?
I would too.
What'd you say?
I would too.
And I'd like to see how Kevin Knox reacts playing with that lineup. I feel like he would react differently. I feel like he'd play differently. Okay, so I'm on the clock. Let's see who's out here. I just feel like he would play differently. Kyle Kuzma is available. I didn't think he was still going to be available.
Neither did I.
I think I'm going to get Kyle Kuzma.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. Now let's see. I want another center. I got DeAndre Jordan. I don't see anybody here that I really want. I'm not taking Mitchell Robinson right now.
There's other centers out there. Get someone.
Let me see. Got right now Larry Nance Jr.
I'm not loving Nance Jr.
Jordan Bell, Dirk Nowitzki, Willie Cauley-Stein, Mo Bamba.
I would wait around if you could. I mean, you'll probably end up getting them unless someone goes crazy.
Exactly. I think I'm going to wait around because I think I can get somebody. Let's see. Let's look at all players and see who's. Then Collison, Nicholas Batum, Harrison Ford, Buddy Hield, Jonathan Isaac. You know what? I'm going to take Dennis Smith Jr.
Not a bad choice.
There we go. I took Dennis Smith Jr., even though he is the antithesis of Frank Ntilikina. I took him.
Yeah, I agree.
I took him. We are playing fantasy, all right?
Yeah.
But, when we get down a little bit further, I got 4 more picks. Frank might be one of those guys. All right. But anyway, what do you think, Viv?
Yeah, I think it's time to have Hardaway rest. There's nothing he's going to gain by playing in this final preseason game. Mm-hmm. I would also have Canner rest too, possible. There's nothing for him to gain. So if I would go with the starting lineup, I would go with Frank, Trier, Knox. I'd put Lance there because you'd have to have someone playing. So I'd put Lance there, and then I'll go with Mitchell. There's nothing wrong with going with Mitchell. Might as well try him out, right?
Right. Might as well try it out. And how do you think Knox playing with a young lineup that way? How do you think Knox would?
He'll be better. I think it's all about energy with him and just not feeling frustrated. So as long as they can get him into rhythm, he'll be fine.
Yeah. I think that we would see a different assertiveness from him because he's playing with guys more his age. I think we see something a little bit. I think we see him play differently. Melra, I haven't heard from you in a while, man. What do you think? If we go with that, a young lineup like that in this last game, Frank, Trier, Knox, Lance Thomas, Mitchell Robinson, I honestly think that I think we'd see Frank be more aggressive as well because he's playing with younger guys. I think we would see, and I kind of like Frank and Trier on the floor together. I like the way that looks, but I especially think that Knox would play a little bit more assertive. What do you think, man? Oh, can't hear you. You might have either your phone muted or something. No, still don't hear you. No, I'll come right back to you. Michael, Hospitales, what do you think, man?
Ask the question again.
So I was saying, if we see a lineup, a starting lineup of Frank, Trier, Knox, Robinson, and Lance Thomas, do you think we see a different Kevin Knox? Right?
Yeah, because Frank is actually going to look for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be a last resort pass, and that's what he is when Trey Burke and Timmy's on the floor, because it's like they look him off.
Right.
But he makes a whole lot of cuts. Like he's not like Doug McDermott who could just cut through anywhere, but he makes a lot of cuts and they just look him off every time. With Frank, he's looking for the best shot on the floor.
Yeah.
With Trey and Timmy, they look for the first shot. Frank is trying to find the best one. So with Frank playing the point, he's going to find Knox on those cuts. He's going to find Trier in those cuts where he can, he's going to hit you his boop boop and get to the rim. He's going to find people the way they want to be found. Look at you always got to go back especially when you're examining Frank's game. You always got to go back to last year when we were winning. Him and KP. He would find KP exactly where KP wanted the ball, and they were killing people.
Right.
From the moment that one game where I think he had a turnover and Hornacek pulled him out and put Jack in, all of a sudden, we lost that game when we had the chance to win it. Frank actually, he's going to look for you. He's going to get everybody involved. With those other two on the court, who gets it first shoots it first, and it's annoying,
Yeah. And
I think you'll see a more comfortable Knox, and he's going to be playing with people his age too.
Right, exactly. If he's playing with those guys, and I don't know if we're going to see that kind of a lineup. I would like to see that kind of a lineup, but I don't think we.
I would love to see that.
I don't think we will. I think from Mitchell Robinson to Frank to all of them, we would see just a more relaxed.
Yeah.
From those young guys, we see a more relaxed group from those young guys.
Is it me or the team seems more calm and organized when Frank is running the point?
Oh, clearly, I think they seem more calm and organized because that's what Frank does.
It's not just me, right?
It's not just you. It's me too.
Yeah, because when I watch, I'm like the team. They just look more cohesive when he's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Trey, everybody's like, running around like, am I going to get the ball? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me get to.
I agree.
I agree. Trey Burke looks for certain people in his own shot. He looks for
Frank goes out exactly.
His shot.
Exactly. They don't look for the best shot. They look for the first one. And it's not a good look for them, especially when. Yeah, exactly. And people talk about he doesn't score enough. There's a point guard named Rondo who wins games without scoring.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
And Frank is a lot more advanced offensively at this point in his career than Rondo was. If you're being honest.
Rondo still can't shoot. Rondo was 46 years old and still can't shoot.
Yeah. How do you guys like the Ntilikina next to Alonzo Trier? Them two next to each other.
I love it.
I like the size.
I love it.
I like the size.
And the versatility.
Yep. And it's that same thing. Frank can manage the game while Trier, just attacks the basket. It's that same thing. And Trier is a decent defender as well. You know what I mean?
He defends well.
Oh, 1 second. Ephraim said, sorry, Sim, I needed to draft a Knick. Did he just take Frank Ntilikina?
He did.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Frank may end up being a steal, yo.
I was
going to be a steal of y'all draft.
Y'all taking it so early, these drafts.
You took too long, Sim.
This is crazy.
You said I waited.
Frank may end up being a steal.
Now you got no money for the Garden of Dreams.
Look at that.
Frank does a lot of things well. He ended up being a steal.
Oh,
God.
I was going to take Frank.
Mike Curry just did that to that man.
And I just want to tell Brandon, I see what you said. I'm going to check it and make sure it's right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I feel like Frank kind of regressed in last year, though? I feel like not last year, but the second part of it, I feel like in the first part, we saw a lot of passing ability from Frank. Like, he made some beautiful passes the first part of last year. He's kind of losing.
Messed that up, bro.
To being a facilitator. Because the first part of last year, like, he made some real beautiful, like, thread, like
Hornacek messed that up. Hornacek messed that up the moment he started pulling Frank from games.
Yeah,
for blinking too hard.
Yeah, like Frank has a little more flash to his game.
Yeah, but yeah, I like that Trier and Frank pairing. I'm gonna come to Guerrero.
Exactly, they're gonna keep pushing you.
Yeah.
You don't got Tim Hardaway pouting like a little child every 2 seconds.
Yo, I'm gonna bring up an example from last game, man.
Go ahead, Guillermo.
Yo, and yeah, I just said that good thing about that lineup, and I like that lineup too, is that you got Lance Thomas and Cantor, two guys who are selfless, two guys who they actually speak to the guys that kind of invigorate them. I think that you'll never see Cantor or Lance pout if they don't get the ball. They know that these guys, they have perspective. I don't know if you saw it in the last game, right? Did you see? I forgot who. It's either somebody missed the layup or they missed like an easy layup or whatever, right? And Trey Burke literally walked away like he like threw his hands up like again. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, one, it's a preseason game. Right. Two, I'm like, do you think that you'll make? I think it was either Knox. It was somebody young. It's Knox or somebody.
Knox. I know what you're talking about. It's Knox.
It was Knox, right? And he missed a layup or something like that. And you saw
he hit the ball off the bottom of the rim.
Yeah. And then Burke kind of like threw his hands out. And I'm like, that's the type of stuff you don't do in a team, bro. You need somebody to come behind you and like, pat you on the, on the head, be like, are you good? Come on, baby. Get in the game. You need to see how your players react. That's what I liked about Jason Kidd when he was here. He never pouted. He was a consummate professional. Same thing with Billups. Those are the type of guys that give it a little, come on, you got this. And in your head, you could psych yourself like, I got this. What am I thinking about? So that lineup is perfect, man. You're going to have Frank facilitating. You're going to have Cantor, who's going to beast down low. But you have Lance, you have these guys who are going to kind of push Trier, and also hone in Trier, because you don't want Trier to do everything ISO coming down the court. And I think that when you had with Cantor or Mitchell last time, hopefully it's Cantor. Remember when Trier was going up and he'll wrap it around and pass it to Cantor? That was against the Nets. We need. I want to see more of that from Trier, man. I want to see cohesion. That's a perfect cohesive lineup right there, man.
I don't want to see no more than 3 dribbles from Trier. I don't want to see no more than 3 dribbles.
Trier.
Pass the ball.
And when Frank is on the floor, everybody else plays under control.
Yep. Yeah. There's a rhythm to it. There's a rhyme and reason, man.
I forgot what game it was last year, but I remember there was some game where Timmy took like 3 bad threes in a row. And Porzingis looked at him and said,
Yes.
It could have been every game. It could have been every game. because Tim Hardaway Jr. had a stretch in every game.
No. It was one game where I think it was KP was hot, but KP wasn't shooting out of like rhythm. And then Tim Hardaway literally came down forcing. And KP, I remember how this was. And KP was on like the other side. And he looked at him like, yo. Like,
hello.
And you know, I remember last year, and I really, really respected this about KP. Although, you know, he kind of sent the message through the media, but it was a clear message. He was talking about Tim Hardaway, and you know, he was saying, you know, just talking about, you know, saying he has to, you know, just calm down a little bit.
I remember that.
And he was also talking about shot selection. He was sending a clear message. He was sending.
He said, "As a team, we got to take better shots."
This is pure speculation. It's probably dangerous speculation. I'm gonna say it anyway. Right. I don't think Tim Hardaway Jr. and KP get along.
I've said that.
That is pure speculation.
Yeah,
but I don't think they get along. I don't think
so.
You know what I think it is? KP's the man on the team, but Hardaway's getting paid like the man on the team.
Yeah, but no one respects him, bro. I'm telling you, when Hardaway makes an and one, almost no one celebrates with him, except for maybe
they don't care.
He does the shimmy by himself.
I am gonna
because he pouts. He pouts too much. You walk around with the stink face.
All right, chat. I muted those guys so I can think a little bit. You guys continue talking in the background. I got 2 picks here. Not sure where to go. Not sure where to go right now.
Jaren Jackson. That's not a bad one.
Jaren Jackson.
Who do you need, Sim?
I mean, right now, I need a center. I do need a center. But the centers, you know, the centers that's available, I think I can still get them later.
Dirk ain't available.
You know, so I'm looking to try to see, you know, who's the best player available. Right now, they say the best player is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I think
you could try with Bamba, man. Pirtle.
I think I'm going to try Markelle Fultz. I seen that in the chat. You know, he might be a sneaky guy to do something.
Sam, if you need a center, pick one of Podol
or Terry Rozier.
Bamba.
Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to go with that. I think who?
Either Bamba or go with Podol. The guy from San Antonio.
I think I'm going to go ahead with Bamba. And now I got another pick. Let me see what I want to do here. I'm thinking about this. I was thinking about Markelle Fultz. He could be sneaky.
He's still available?
He's still available, I think.
No, I thought he's gone. Fultz is gone. Someone took Fultz.
Did they take him? Who took him? Oh, yep. Somebody took Fultz at the 118th pick. Thought he was still available.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's out here? Oh, I'm going to take Colin Sexton. I think Colin Sexton's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, that works. I got a lot of young players. How many rookies? I got 3 rookies on my squad. I'm okay with it. If I was starting a team and I had Kevin Knox, Mo Bamba, and Colin Sexton, I'd be all right. I'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be cool. So what? I got 2 picks left. 2 picks left, and I'm thinking, if I want to take a Nick.
I mean, who's left? I mean, there's no one left you'd probably draft. I mean, hey, there's Trey Burke, but I don't know.
I don't want Trey Burke.
Exactly right. Like I don't want him either. So
I thought about it. But I don't want Trey Burke.
Look, man, so the guy who reached for Cantor in the 3rd round, man. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I would have taken him if he was there, but
yeah, I might.
Harry Giles. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, someone did take Poodle. All right.
Someone took him.
Let's see. Yeah.
I might take a flyer on Alonzo Trier. I just might.
You could. No, I don't know, but like you have to cut him though. Like he's gonna if he does, especially if he doesn't play.
Right.
That's my risk with him, right?
But I don't know. He might play, man. Someone said Evans. Someone said, oh yeah. I don't know if I want to take. Look, someone said they said I'm a Trey Burke hater because I don't want to take Burke.
Nah, I'm a fantasy basketball opportunist, man. I'm not taking him. Oh, this guy's.
I mean, there's still a lot of players out here to take. There's still some decent players out there.
There's a lot of good players to take. I just don't know who to take.
Yeah, there's still some players here. Terry Rozier is still on the board. Isaiah Thomas, he might be I don't know how he's going to do defensively. He might get you some points.
Peyton's on the board too.
Yep, Eldred Payton is on the board.
He's tempting.
On the board.
But I don't want.
There's definitely some guys on the board.
Oh, there's a lot of guys on the board, I think. There's a lot. It's actually making it tough because I don't know who to pick.
It is making it tough. It's making it very tough because there's people on the board. Yep, Viv, you're up now. I'll let you. I'll let you think. All right, guys. Chat. I'm at. Let me see. I got 18 picks until it's my turn, and then I think I go back to back, and so I can get my last two. So
no.
Got to go with Rozier. I was thinking about that, but you might have let the cat out the bag. Someone said Tyreek Evans.
I don't know. I don't trust that. I hate Peyton. I hate Peyton's game, though.
Who, Eldred Payton?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut his hair, man. He could be in for a breakout year.
Nah, I think I know who I'm going.
Who'd you take? Who'd you take, Dave? LeVert.
Yo, Guillermo, someone put Cantor third, man. How do you explain that? Third round. Someone picked Cantor in the third round. 27th pick.
Hey, you know what though? Cantor might end up being 20 and 15.
I looked at Cantor's ranking. He was in the 90s. Like, I know you want Cantor, but come on, we can get Cantor later. Come on.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know who. I might take Rodney Hood. I think Rodney Hood this year may have a good year. I think he might have a good season, man. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think Rodney Hood might have a good season. Yeah, I think he might have a good one. I'm gonna just open up the chat, guys. Try to talk one at a time if you can, please.
Like 15. He probably end the year playing 20 minutes, and then.
So come back.
Who are you talking about?
We're just rambling. We talking about
just rambling.
Okay.
Hey, is Sexton still available, Sim?
Who?
What is?
Sexton.
I took Sexton. I got Colin Sexton. I just drafted.
Oh,
nice.
That was a good. We were talking about the U.S. national soccer team.
Nah, we were talking about who has more respect in the league right now, Cat or KP, and I feel like KP has more respect.
KP, bro,
has more respect in the league.
Cat's done more, but yeah, I think KP.
Has Cat done more?
I don't think Cat has done more though.
I think Cat is looking real bad right now.
Well, he's got better numbers than KP. I mean,
yeah, because they feature him.
No one cares.
Sure.
But my thing with Cat is Cat had all these good players, and they were still one game. If they lost that one game, they were not going to the playoffs. KP
they can't play defense.
That is Karl Anthony Towns is the face of that franchise. You do not let Jimmy Butler walk in that gym and take that team from you like that. No,
and take the heart of the face.
I'll say this about KP.
You gotta fight him.
If you put KP on the Wolves, though, if you put KP on the Wolves, that team's a second round team.
Easily.
If you put him on instead of Cat, because he's gonna be barking on Wiggins and all these other guys.
Shots and
what's the name? Would have probably loved playing with.
Oh my God, Lonzo Ball just threw up an air ball.
I think you surprised.
Surprise.
I think Jimmy Butler would like KP, but
he's got a new tattoo.
Yo, they would love each other. Jimmy Butler and KP.
I'm telling you that mellow cosign.
Jimmy Butler's
like comes in and starts yelling at a team. I don't want nothing to do with the Knicks.
Yeah, the only problem I think. The only problem I think they would have is Jimmy Butler would want to be the man. And I think he would be a great second option. I don't think Jimmy Butler is the go-to guy. Like, he's your main offense.
I disagree, bro. I don't think Jimmy Butler necessarily wants to play and be the man. He just wants a team where everybody's giving 110%.
That's a valid one.
That's why Tom Thibodeau you never hear Tom Thibodeau speak bad about Butler because he wants everybody to play like Butler, but He's on a team where more guys play like
he can't
Cat.
speak bad
Butler
about
speaks bad about him.
48 minutes a night. He can't say nothing about you.
That was my whole thing with Jimmy Butler. Though. Like all the knocks on him. Like my question has always been, when has he been wrong? Like when Derrick Rose came back and he was like, "Yo, why are y'all featuring him this much?" He was right. When he went to Minnesota and these guys aren't playing hard, he's right. So if he's right, who cares about he's not a locker room cancer if he's right. If guys aren't playing hard, that's what a leader does. No, that's what a leader does. If you're having it, then I don't care. He's right. The only reason why, like if somebody like Kobe Bryant did it, we wouldn't say nothing because it was Kobe. If LeBron did it all the time, he shows up his teammates on the court all the time.
Yeah,
but it's LeBron.
But a lot of guys are not even like playing with
Kobe Jr. in the face.
Kobe was not seen as a leader by his fellow players, bro. They just saw that he was an extremely skilled guy, but he was not seen as a leader.
Kobe was a leader. Kobe was a leader.
Ask Pablo Gasol, ask Lamar Odom.
He was a different type of leader.
Oh, now he's a different type of leader. Now we're gonna change the definition of leader, man.
You have the craziest theories, yo. You just said Kobe Bryant was a leader.
Ways, man.
Kobe Bryant is one of the most talented players of all time.
He was
also one of the most inefficient.
Kobe, exactly.
Nobody would say it.
Exactly. Kobe Bryant did not make his teammates better, bro. He needed Shaq.
That's a dumb argument. I hate that argument.
Hold on.
It's a dumb argument. He won championships.
Wait, who?
Heated.
Plural.
Heated.
He did. He won 5.
With who?
5.
3 with Shaq, 2 with Gasol.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter with who.
I'm sorry. What's the deal with the bomb? What's your name? I'm sorry, man. Mike? Thank you, Mike. Y'all make it seem like
every championship team has championship players. But the question is, will those teams win without Kobe? Would those teams win without Kobe?
No, I'm not saying that.
Absolutely not.
Kobe is a top 5 talent. I'm not taking that away from him. But y'all make it seem like he was a great leader who made it seem he's better.
He was.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
You're wrong.
You need Trevor Ariza, you need Ron Artest, you need Pau Gasol to help him that second time. You needed Shaq to come in. Shaq easily could have won how many championships? Shaq was the most important player on that team, bro. Stop.
I agree, man. I agree.
They both were.
This cult of Kobe personality and LeBron personality.
You're moving the goalposts.
I'll give you that.
You're moving the goalposts. We're talking about, was Kobe Bryant a leader? You have a vision in your head of what a leader is, and that's not all a leader is.
No, I'm not. They're different types of leaders. So Jordan is a different type of leader. Jordan is a different type of leader than Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is a different type of leader than, say, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's a different type of leader than, say, how Bill Russell was. I know. I can see different types of leaders.
You said there was
none of those.
A leader. The markings of a leader is a guy that he could take guys who are not as good as he, a bunch of guys who are not as good as he, make them better and or follow him. A lot of guys are not
lead by example.
Kobe didn't do that. In 2009, Kobe didn't do that. Pau Gasol wasn't a championship player before he came.
Kobe did that for the 2 years they won. 2009 and 10.
Without him, Derek Fisher
led that squad.
Ron Artest was not a championship player before he got there.
Listen, Shaq, the Lakers would not have won without Kobe, and Kobe wouldn't have won without Shaq.
Right, but you know what? Even with that,
Shaq would have won that without Kobe. Shaq was too dominant, bro.
He wouldn't have won it without Kobe. He needed a guy like Kobe.
Give me Shaq. Remember, y'all don't remember Eddie Jones? I'm not saying Eddie Jones is Kobe. I'm not saying that.
He's nowhere near.
But Eddie Jones, Shaq, and Phil Jackson, you tell me wouldn't have won a championship?
I don't think so.
You're bugging, son. Because you don't know Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones is actually a better defensive player than Kobe and was a consummate scorer.
And they definitely
Kobe was a better scorer, man. Kobe was also, one, very selfish, and 2, very inefficient.
They definitely wouldn't have won 3.
Oh, I'm on the clock.
My point is, did you see the article about Kobe when I forgot?
As I focus on my last 2 picks, you guys keep on talking in the background. I'm on to my last, I think these are my last 2 picks. I'm on to my last 2 picks. Where do I go, guys? Where do I go, chat? I'm not sure who to take. I mean, we're down to the last minute.
KP Sims.
KP.
Yeah, man, why not? He's
I'm not taking KP right now. He may not come back.
Hey, it's your last pick, man. You're probably more likely going to take that off in the waiver situations. Why not?
I don't know. I might take Danny Green.
Who?
I'm thinking about taking Danny Green.
No.
Shoot threes. You got to understand. This is a fantasy league. Threes mean something. Let me see. Chat. Who should I take? I'm looking for the chat. I don't see anybody. Dinwiddie. Is Dinwiddie available? I don't think Dinwiddie is available.
Hey, what about Eric Gordon? Is Eric Gordon available? Sim?
I might take Billy Hernangomez.
Hey, is Eric Gordon available?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Thing froze.
I take him. That's threes and shoot points.
Oh, man. I'm about to lose time. Okay. Oh, who'd I take? Van Vliet. I don't want Van Vliet. Because I ran out of time.
Should have took KP, man. That's better than Van Vliet.
Bogdanovich. This is my last pick. Where is KP? Is KP in there? I might take KP.
Do it, Sim. Do it, man. He could come back sooner. Who knows?
What do they have him listed as? I might take him. No, I'm not going to take him. I can get him off of waivers if it looks like he's going to come back. I can get him off of waivers.
Come on, Sim. Do it for the Knicks fans. For the Garden of Dreams.
For the Garden of Dreams. I mean, I don't know. This thing is freezing up. Everything is freezing up. Should I take Brogdon? Bogdanovich?
KP. Take the unicorn. I would take him with the last pick. I would damn take him. I would take him. Hey man,
I don't really need
because more likely you can drop him on a waiver situation if you pick up another player. I mean, that's not hurting you. So your last pick.
Let's see.
Hey, he could be back sooner, man. He could be back by Christmas.
Drafted already. He's been drafted already.
Oh, he was drafted?
He was. See that? You made me look for him. And okay, I got Brogdon. I don't even want Brogdon.
You got Van Vliet and Brogdon?
That's all right. I'm going to drop one of them guys and go get Billy Hernangomez. I think I'm going to drop
Is he still on the Hornets?
Yeah, he's still on the Hornets. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Auto draft enabled, I guess, for everybody else. I think everybody else is. Yeah, KP was gone.
Hey,
man.
Sim, what about Derek White? Is he available?
I just took my last pick. I'm done. Oh, okay. Draft is just about done now. We're down to the last few picks.
Keep an eye on Derek White, man. I think he's gonna be the next good Spur.
Down to the last few picks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm going to drop one of these guys, maybe Brogdon, and I'm gonna take Billy.
Exactly. Now Murray being hurt.
Because I think Hernangomez might have a good year.
Exactly.
I think he might have a good year, so I think I'm gonna do that. Viv got kicked out the chat and couldn't get back in. I'm not exactly sure why. You know what I'm saying? But remember, guys, this team, and I might come to you guys for some. For some help. This is disable auto draft. I guess. So here's the squad. This is who I have on my squad, everybody. All right. So right now, my squad is, and you guys can see it. I got Eric Bledsoe. I got Bradley Beal at shooting guard. I got Jimmy Butler as just another guard. I got Kevin Knox at small forward. Anthony Davis at power forward. Joel Ingles at another forward spot. I got DeAndre Jordan at center. Mo Bamba at center. Kyle Kuzma at another forward spot. I got Dennis Smith Jr. I got Colin Sexton. And then I got Van Vliet and I got Brogdon. And I really didn't want either one of those guys. I just ran out of time. And I see CK2K took Trey Burke. But there we go. That's my squad. That's my squad right now. And it's too early already to actually. Okay, there you go. You can see it. You can see it a little bit better. So it's already too early to do a waiver wire. But as soon as I can, I'm jumping on that waiver wire to, see who's available, see who people skipped over.
Derek White, Sim. Derek White.
Okay, we'll see.
Next
looking at all the teams. CK2K. I think
no, because they just develop players, man, out of nowhere. And with DeJounte Murray out and Lonnie Walker hurt, I think Derek White's going to step up.
I think this is Viv. Viv, you made it back in. What's going on with you, man?
Exactly, I heard. I got the inside information.
Yeah, you got kicked out. What happened?
Internet
kicked you out. Well, my last 2 picks I botched them. I didn't know who to take. I botched them. But I think there's still some guys. There's still some good guys out there on the waiver wire.
I might be stealing one of your picks, though.
Oh boy, you about to go get Billy, aren't you?
Oh, Billy.
Huh?
Billy.
I know he's about to go get Billy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just running down the squad. CK2K's got Devin Booker, Jamal.
Yeah, I got Spectrum, man. Yo, I was chilling for a minute, man.
CK2K. He also got Giannis.
He's taking Zellers. He's gonna be back up to Zeller, I think.
Who is?
Hernan Gomez.
He's gonna be backing up who? Oh, Zeller. Cody Zeller. He might be in for a good
Frank the Tank sucks. He ain't gonna play with Frank the Tank, Nick.
Look at this. Isaiah comes in at the end. Isaiah's coming in at the end. What's up, Isaiah, man?
Yo.
What's going on, man? You know we're just about done, right?
Oh, y'all serious?
The draft is just about over. It's like 5 people left the draft. We'll be closing up shop in about 20 minutes or less.
I actually thought of Hellenic, honestly, but
you already know. Oh man, what were we talking about? Because I was like with my cousins and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna get back to you. Let me run down who has what on these fantasy teams, and then I'm gonna get back to the chat, and we're gonna finish off the night. All right. So I'm just gonna run down who has what on these fantasy teams. Okay, so CK2K has Devin Booker, Jamal Murray, Lonzo Ball, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Serge Ibaka, Tim Hardaway, Rudy Gobert, Willie Cauley-Stein, Luka. Pascal Siakam, I like that guy. I think he's good. Montrezl Harrell, Trey Burke, and TJ Warren. I'm not going to read each one of them out. That's too much. So you guys can see who has what. I like my team. I really do. I like my squad in this one. I think we got a good chance of winning that. I think $100 is the number 1 prize, folks. I think we got a good chance of winning that $100 and donating it to the Garden of Dreams. I think we got a good chance. We got a good chance to do it. Because I got a decent squad. The draft is complete. There we go. The draft is complete. And then just looking down at everybody's squad, you see Illmatic's. Illmatic's got a nice little squad there. John Wall, Rosen, Fox, Parker. Tobias Parker, John Collins, Josh Jackson, Karl Anthony Towns, DeMarcus Cousins, D'Angelo Russell, Marvin Bagley, Tristan Thompson. Nice little squad there. New York Nightmares, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, Jeff T, Carmelo Anthony, Blake Griffin, Jaren Jackson, DeAndre Ayton. Definitely got some names on this one. Derek Favors, Marvin Williams, Alan Crabb, Evan Fournier, Trey Young, Todd Gibson. New York Nightmares definitely has some good names on the joint. Yeah, I like that. Caller, give me 1 second. I'll get to you. All right.
I think we got a good chance of winning that.
All right. Do me a favor, caller. Could you lower the background down, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Nilmatic, my man Viv. He's got Drew Holiday, Gary Harris, Josh Richardson, Durant, Tobias Harris, Miles Turner, Brooke Lopez, Wendell Carter Jr. I was gonna get Wendell Carter Jr. I wanted him. I did. I was going to get him. Jonathan Isaac, Buddy Hield, Karis LeVert, Derek White, and Billy Hernan Gomez. Guy I was going to take on the waiver. I should have closed my mouth. School of Hard Knocks, Kemba Walker, CJ McCollum, Mike Conley, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Miritek, Marc Gasol, Nurkic, Porzingis, Reggie Jackson, Jacob Podol, Tariq Evans, and Joe Harris. My team, we already went over my team. I do it one more time. Eric Bledsoe, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Knox, Anthony Davis, Joe Ingles, DeAndre Jordan, Mo Bamba, Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Smith Jr., Colin Sexton, Fred VanVleet, and Malcolm Brogdon. And I'm going to be playing the waiver wire with those last 2 guys, to say the least. Team underrated, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, Jaylen Brown, Otto Porter Jr., Clint Capella, Lloyd Markkanen, Valanciunas, JaVale McGee, Dennis Schroeder, Markieff Morris, Josh Hart, Rudy Gay, Jeff Green. Everybody's got solid teams, man. Everybody's got pretty solid teams. Clarence's team. James Harden, Klay Thompson, Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Nikola Vucevic. Well, I probably botched his name just now. Julius Randle, Cantor, Bobby Portis, Wiggins, Fultz, Giles, Hood, and Bogdanovich. David's team, Victor Oladipo, Goran Dragic, Redick, Trevor Ariza, Joel Embiid, Kevin Love. Forgot about Joel Embiid. Al Horford, Steven Adams, Eric Gordon, Larry Nance Jr., Danilo Gallinari, Kyle Quinn, and Domantas Sabonis. And finally, if I can get this last one up, Josh's super team has Damian Lillard, Chris Middleton, Ben Simmons, Taurean Prince, Jared Allen, Paul Millsap, Bam Adebayo. There we go. Jordan Bell, Kyle Lowry, Ricky Rubio, Nicholas Batum, Harrison Barnes, and Mitchell Robinson. And there we go. This is what our league looks like. And so go ahead, caller. What's popping, man?
Hey, just calling. I got a lot of flack for picking Cancer early, but
oh, that was you picked Cancer early.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Cancer's gonna have a monster season. I looked at points before I did anything, and Cancer's gonna get 18 and 12. I said he was an all-star in the chat. I mean, I don't know three centers in the East that are gonna have more points and be more of an impact player on their team than Cancer. Cancer's gonna be our number one scorer.
Okay.
Like, he's gonna be the guy on the Knicks till. If Porzingis comes back or not, and Cancer's on his contract year, he's going to play out of his mind. He's not trying to get $14 million a year next year.
And what's your team?
Cancer wants to get 20.
What's your team again?
Clarence's team.
Clarence's team. All right. Well, Clarence, right now, through the projected stats, you're last in the league. This is just projections, though. Just saying. It's just projections. Through the projected stats. Through the projected stats, Viv is number one. He's ranked number one. Right now, Viv is ranked number one. Hey, don't feel bad. I went from number one. I had the first pick. I went from number one to number three. So, Viv got number one. Fahim's team is number two. Simeon's team, my team, is number three. Josh's super team is 4. David's team is 5. Fizz Kids is 6. CK2K is 7. School of Hard Knocks is 8. New York Nightmares is 9. Team Underrated is 10. Illmatic's 11, and Clarence's team is 12. So that's where we are right now. So we'll see. We're gonna keep everybody updated as well. We're gonna keep everybody updated with
no problem. And also, I just wanted to say, after what I saw from Jimmy Butler today on the everywhere, I don't know if Fizdale could work with that guy. I don't know. If it doesn't cost us too much, I'd do it.
Okay.
I mean, he's
and you know that all of that could have been a ploy.
He whipped those guys. Those guys are lazy.
Let me tell you something.
Lazy and whatever.
But let me tell you something.
Go ahead and have a good night.
Thank you
for the opportunity to play in a good draft. And,
definitely.
What's up to the chat? My team's definitely going to beat all yours.
Okay, you heard him. You heard it from Clarence first. He said he's winning the league. He's winning the league. The whole thing with Jimmy Butler, man, that could have been staged, to tell you the truth. Because right now, what Minnesota wants from other teams, Minnesota wants a lot, and other teams aren't willing to. They're not trying to give up what they want. So, what do? You have Jimmy Butler come into practice, kill it, right? Make everybody look bad, get it on videotape. Video, whatever, and then send it out so that everybody looks at it and says, wow, Jimmy Butler's about to kill this year, right? So other teams say, oh, wow, we need to go ahead and get Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean? That looks like a ploy to me. That looks like a ploy to me. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna buy into it. You know what I mean? And I don't think Steve Mills and Scott Perry and them guys are going to buy into it either. right? We're gonna get to our last words. So just a couple of reminders before we get to our last words. Number one, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you like the live show, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. All right, give us some likes, but definitely subscribe to the channel. For those who are interested, if I can find it, I'm not sure if I can find it, but we do have the Knicks tickets. Right, Martin Luther King Day tickets. We have Martin Luther King Day tickets on sale still. All right, so I want you guys to, if you want to go to the Martin Luther King Day game, it is a matinee. Those tickets are still on sale. You can go right to, I'm going to put it in the chat, nothing-but-knicks.com. All right, you go to nothing-but-knicks.com /NBK events, and you can purchase tickets right there. As a matter of fact, I need to put that in there as a link. All right, and also on this page you will see tickets. Anyone who lives in the DC area, right? Even if you're not in DC, if you're in Delaware, if you're in Pennsylvania, we are having an event at Capital One Arena November 4th for the Knicks versus the Wizards. Same type of deal as like we did with the NBK opening night. So check that out. All right, check that out too. We're trying to get, we only have about 18 tickets for sale for the Wizards game. So some people want to travel down, or if you live in Maryland, DC, Maryland and Virginia area, Delaware, West Virginia, come on down and join us. It's going to be, we're going to have a good time there. And then, of course, we got the MLK tickets up and available. And unfortunately, with the MLK tickets, even though it's in January, we need to get this booked. Right. So the deadline is October the 26th. So, we need some people to get in there so we can get it booked, so that we can, we make sure that we have our lounge available to us. OK, so, make sure you check those out. We also, you guys can also go on to, if you're interested in any of these. I showed some t-shirts earlier on. If you guys are interested in any of these t-shirts, just go check it out. We got NYK Run NYC, Run the City t-shirts. We got Nilmatic t-shirts, Knock City. We got the Nothing But Knicks logo, Yo Black Is Time. Go check it out. If you want to purchase one, enjoy. I'm grateful and appreciative. If you don't, that's fine. I rock with you anyway. You know what I mean? Rock with you anyway. But we are going to get to our chat. We're coming down to the end of the show. Thank you guys for joining the, watching the live stream of the fantasy draft. It was fun. And we are going to, just get some last words from these guys. We talked about a myriad of topics, right? We were kind of all over the place. We did have a few things up, but we were kind of all over the place. Kind of talk about everything because we were really focused on the draft. But we got to have some things to talk about. So anyone that's new, if you think, oh wow, this is just out of control, it really isn't this way all the time. Sometimes we do get a little bit out of control. Most of the time, we have a set agenda and we really follow it. Tonight's kind of a special night, but I hope that you enjoyed it. The theme for me from the beginning was, let's stop worrying about other players and worry about our players. That's the reason why you see that cover. Let's worry about who we have. And I'm going to talk about it again in my last words because I mean it. I'm serious. I was upset when I first got onto the stream. Everybody in the chat kind of cooled me down, got me back thinking correctly, so I wasn't thinking irrationally. But you see Isaiah going off. You know what I mean? But let's get to the video chat, get some last words, and then I'm going to let you guys get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. All right. So let's see who we're going to start with. I'm going to start with Guillermo so that Guillermo can go ahead and cook look like he's making spaghetti or something. So I'm going to start with him so he can go ahead and do what he's doing. Is that spaghetti? That's not spaghetti, is it?
Nah, it's not. It wasn't spaghetti, but I was literally just cleaning up.
Oh, cleaning. But cooking, man.
But my final words, I'll be real quick. My final words, I do like the lineup you mentioned, man. Like I said, man.
We can't see your face though, Guillermo.
Oh, my bad. I want to see that. I want to see that team be cohesive. That's a real cohesive unit that you talked about. I want to see them get knocks involved and not just in ISOs. I want to see them use picks to get them open and stuff like that. So it's the last game before the regular season, man. We need to see some type of system so some of these young guys can flourish, man. But you know, go Knicks. Suit to the chat. Isaiah's a clown, man. Peace to you guys, man. Peace.
All right, man. We'll be back on Friday, 7:00, just before
definitely
pregame. All right.
All right.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, man. Peace. All right, Nate.
What's up, man? Man, tonight's crazy, man. Everybody just knocking on everybody.
It's a fun night. Fun night. Yeah. So just give us your last words, man.
I mean, I like that lineup that you put out there because if Knox is in that lineup that you were talking about, it's going to force him to have to kind of play more within the offense. And I think that's been the issue is the fact is that he just hasn't been in the offense. So, you know, I think that having him be more of a focal point of the offense will help, you know, and develop his game. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Definitely, man. I appreciate you for coming on, and I'll see you.
Yeah, man. Always.
Friday.
See y'all Friday. You can do the pregame Friday.
Pregame. Yep. 7:00.
All right, man. Battle of the Boroughs. Man. Looking forward to it.
There it is. Peace.
All right.
Let's see who we going with. Mike, I'm gonna come to you, Mike. What's going on, man?
You
gonna give us your last words of the night?
Wow. Yo, they roasting in the chat right now, Sim. I can't even lie. It was funny.
They're always doing something.
Dude said Guillermo wanted to offer you some of that food he was cooking. Imagine you went to him first.
Yeah, crazy.
Nah, it was I like the direction the Knicks is going. I'm happy we're not dropping our plan to go after these people who all of a sudden want to come here.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that we sticking to the plan. Why go get it now when we could get it discounted in the future?
Right.
Wait for Black Friday. You know.
Right. All right. Definitely, man. All right, man. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Till we get out of here.
Have a good night, y'all.
All right, you too, man.
Yeah, we gotta set up this roast, bro. That'll be funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be real funny. I could.
Yo, let's get it.
Yeah. All right. Peace. All right. Let's see who we got here. Ant, coming to you, Ant.
Yo, what was the question again? I was laughing too hard, son.
We just really doing last words, man.
Last words. All right, man. I just want to see, you know, the last preseason game. I kind of want to see the lineups we're going to see on the first day. You know, if Tim Hardaway Jr. was going to, you know, not be in a starting lineup for a preseason game, I would hope that it was one of the ones prior to the last preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's resting. If he's resting, I'm cool with it. But if he's just coming off the bench, I don't really like it. I would kind of want to see, you know, I want it to be like a dress rehearsal. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited. Like my guy said before, you know, the direction we're going in. You know, let's just get this Joakim Noah thing over with, like yesterday.
Yeah.
So we can kind of move on and, you know, because I feel like the longer it drags on, the more the media is going to jump on it, and it's just a reason for them to turn Knicks into a circus again. So
yeah,
you know, let's just get that done and over with. And I wasn't expecting to be on tonight, but it was fun. It was cool. Shout out to the chat.
Right. No doubt. All right, man. Friday night, you gonna be on Friday night?
Definitely.
All right.
Oh yeah, and y'all tell Mark he better not duck. Tell him stop ducking. He's coming up with excuses already, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? When you got off, you probably seen it. He started talking. He got excited and started yelling, and nobody was saying anything to him
because he's nervous. Sim, I don't pressure them. No one's ever called him out on his ridiculousness, and I'm calling him out, man. I'm telling you, I'm doing this for the people. Doing this for the people.
I feel you.
Enough is enough. No more foolishness, man. The yelling Mark, his days are numbered.
Yeah. All right. All right, man. I'll catch you Friday. Peace.
Gang.
All right, Viv, coming to you, man.
All right, this is a fun night. Shout out to the chat. You know, a lot of fun. I had to mute most of y'all because I couldn't even hear you, Sim. I was trying to focus on the draft. I mean, look, I think the draft was pretty cool. It was fun. I think I got most of the people. Well, actually, I switched up the strategy a little bit because I think people kind of did their own little thing, whatnot. So I thought it was fun, actually. But then again, I was like, this is my side project I'm doing with the whole fantasy basketball stuff. So, you know, I was kind of like studying some of these, you know, some of this, like who to draft in the first round and all this other like stuff. So, you know, I kind of came in a little bit prepared, but not really. So I don't really prepare for these drafts. But going back on the topic again, you know, I'm curious to see what happens Friday. I'll be in the chat. You know, I do want to write something about, you know, like what we kind of learned from preseason. So, you know, look forward to seeing that somewhere. I don't know when I'll put it up on Nothing But Knicks, but it'll be up before next week hits. Okay. But you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this team needs to go full out in a sense. You know, should they? Is it almost like in an NFL situation where do you just play them as if it's like game 3 or 4 of the preseason, like the second to last game, or do you treat it as just the last game? You don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't think we've seen a real dress rehearsal in a sense. We've only really gotten snippets of the team, but I mean, knowing Fizz, this could really be what the lineup and rotations be like in the first couple weeks. So,
I bet it could.
I really don't know what's going to happen. I do. I was gonna call out this one guy in this site on Twitter right now. There's this one Nets site on Twitter that you just keep on mentioning, like they keep on talking about the Knicks for no reason. I don't know if I should air him out right now. I don't know if we should give him attention. You gotta air him out, I said. All right.
Go ahead.
Let's air him out.
They might come on and you know want to talk to you.
Yeah, there's this Twitter account, Nets Daily. Every other day they seem to post something about the Knicks. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we've been saying, you know, why are you so obsessed about the Knicks? We hear something about Knox shooting this percent, this person shooting that percent. And then someone replied, you know, yeah, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, you know, shot this percent. Like, you know, it kept him quiet for a bit. But every single day there's always a post or two about the Knicks. It's like, come on, man, are you really serious? Yeah. You know, we don't even care about your team. Why do you care about us?
Right.
It seems like they're really more interested about our team. It makes absolutely no sense. They should worry about their own team. And you know, there's someone who had an article. I think it was on ESPN and then someone else. You know, they're like praising the Nets. You know, they're going to be this great offensive team. They use these advanced stats and whatever. Look, I saw them in preseason. I don't think any advanced stats can, you know, make the Nets look great. You know, they garbage. Yeah. That's all I got to say. I don't think any advanced stats going to make that Nets offense look any good right now. So
right. So let me just say this to Nets Daily real quick, Viv. Nets Daily, keep the Knicks name out your mouth or off of Twitter. Keep the Knicks name out your mouth. There you go. Had to do my little Wayne on them.
Put some respect on the Knicks.
Put some respect on the Knicks name right now.
Put some respect on them.
All right, Viv. I'll talk to you, man. Hopefully I talk to you on Friday.
Yeah, I'll be there Friday, definitely. I'm looking forward to the I'll be there pregame. Thanks.
Okay, definitely. All right. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, sounds good. Peace.
All right, peace. Isaiah? I ain't
just the two of us. Well, no, I won't see that's on you. Sorry. That was going to get a little weird. Now, what's up, Sim? I'm sorry, I don't know what. That's on this part of my head. You're a good guy, but I don't see you that way.
Not that good, right?
So, no. Hey, man, I'm excited, man. 1 week, you know, 1 week, get to hang with the fellas, get to see my boy Chris, the entertainer, Christopher.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
That's white chocolate, aka whiteness, aka white fizzle for sizzle with dizzle, aka Italian stallion. That's my boy. Get to see get to see Sim, man. I'm excited for everybody to come out, man. It's gonna be fun. A great time.
It's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Next Wednesday, opening night. It's gonna be fun for real.
Can't wait.
For sure.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I hope Frank starts, and I hope that's the starting lineup because we pretty much know it's going to be Cantor, Thomas, Knox, Tim. I hope it's going to be Frank, man. I hope it is because I'm going to be real with you, Sim. I don't want to see Trey start off with Trey Young. I just don't think that's going to – I don't want this kid to get comfortable in the Garden.
Yeah.
Because, we all know what the Garden does to certain players.
Yep.
And I don't want this to – I want to nip this in the butt. I want Frank on him all night. I don't want him going to nobody else, just him. And I want people to realize, let's say Trey Young goes 6 for 18. That's good defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 turnovers. So if we get the rebound, put that in my mouth, right? But yeah, man, I'm excited. Hope he play good. I want to see Knox get out of this little mini slump that he's in. Yeah. I want him to play well, rebound. Mm-hmm. But even if he doesn't, I'm not. It's not the end of the world. But I just want to see him get out a little bit, get comfortable. I want him to get easy baskets first, get to the rim. He could easily get to the rim.
Yeah.
So I just want to see him get easy basket first. Let's enjoy. I'm gonna be here pregame. Let's enjoy it. All right, let's enjoy the pregame, last pregame, and then let's get this season. I'm ready to get this season started, man. I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right, Isaiah, man, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you Friday, man.
Yes, sir. Peace to the chat. Everybody have a good rest of the night. Enjoy yourself. Have a good one, Sim. Peace out. All love.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes, folks. Next week, I can't wait till next week. I hope that Madison Square Garden has good internet. Or I get good service so I can get a good stream going. I plan to stream from there. But of course it depends on what their internet is like. If not, I'm gonna have to do it from my phone. But we're gonna get something. But anyway, thank you guys for coming on. And I just want to finish the way I started. All these other names that's floating around out there, I just want to let them float. Let them float out there as Knicks fans, the Knicks organization. Let's focus on these kids. Let's give these kids the right attention. You know what I mean? Let's give them the attention that they deserve and help grow them up to be a good basketball team. Let's give them the right attention. Right? Let's give them the right attention. You know what I mean? So that's why I say no. I say no, not right now to them guys. Let's not think about them. Let's not talk about them right now. Let's talk about who we have on our team and build them guys up. You know what I'm saying? And, we build them up to be, help build them up. Let's as fans, let's do our part to help build up their confidence. You know what I mean? Give them the love, show them the respect, give them the attention that they need to be nurtured and grow in this league. Anyway, I'm gone. Brandon McNeely, I see you said they do have Wi-Fi. I know they have Wi-Fi. I just hope that it's going to be strong enough. But, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. I do want to give a couple of shout outs before I get out of here. Shout out to Marty Nix, who gave a shout out to Mike Hospitalis that was on the line with us. Sensational Vids. Thank you for the super chat. You said David's team is going to go all the way. Check him out. And then he said it again. David's team is going to go all the way. So, listen, I'm hoping my team goes all the way. My team goes all the way. Like I said, I'm giving the money. I win the money. I'm giving it to the Garden of Dreams. All right. Make sure you check out nothingbutnicks.com/NBK events. So you can, check out the Washington, D.C. game lounge that's available. Martin Luther King Day. Check that out. Be a perfect time to bring your wife and kids. Or to bring your husband and kids. Or to bring your kids. All right. Perfect time. There'll be no school that day. It's a matinee game. Bring your family out to enjoy the game. So check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. And I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys Friday for the Puma Hoops pregame. And yeah, remember, those Clyde court disrupts drop tomorrow. As a matter of fact, Kevin Knox is going to be, I forgot where he's going to be. He's going to be out promoting tomorrow. So And you know what? I will post that on my Twitter page so you guys can check that out. But anyway, I'm out. I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.